Hello, welcome back to Infinite Respawn. I do apologize for that. My alarm went off at the business that I own, and I had to double check and make sure everything was on there for everybody that's listening to the podcast right now, trying to figure out what happened. So,
did they steal all your stuff?
They didn't steal all my stuff.
Okay, well, good.
They did not. They did not. I believe where we left off is a guy had found a bag of 2 bags of rocks inside of a PlayStation 4
box
that
he got from Walmart.
Quality
control, guys. Quality control.
Hey, that's the way it works out. You know the worst part about that? They didn't steal anything in my place, and I couldn't drink my whiskey.
You can now. You're back.
I know. That's right.
So, there's that.
Oliver, yes, I've heard of Planets 3. I put in on the
Kickstarter.
So, yes, I've heard about it. It is absolutely beautiful.
I'm surprised you haven't heard him talk about it. He fangirls about it like all the time.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I'm not a Minecraft fan, but it looks great. So
okay, so we were talking about the PlayStation 4 thing, and this was kind of the talk that we were having in chat about it is not so much, oh my god, Walmart quality control, because, well, you went to Walmart, what did you expect?
Right.
Was more the 13-year-olds getting GTA 5.
Yeah, here's the thing is... We've talked about this on the show before, right? Which is the fact that you got GTA 5, and it's like, hey, let's look at the fact that it does have a rating system, and you're going to complain about guns and people getting shot and everything else, and you're handing this to a 13-year-old.
Yes.
Yes.
Here you go, a 13-year-old niece, which, by the way, none of my uncles ever got me a $300-$400 present. I'm just saying. So, first of all, way to be awesome, I guess. Secondly, way to be a failure.
Uncle of the Year goes to guy that got rocks in box.
Yeah, but he did get to swap it out for another one, so there's that, I guess. I mean, I guess it wasn't a total loss. Sorry, moving our lovely
should do
plastic.
Oak whiskey, as in Oak Wednesday? Oak whiskey, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just reading.
Oak does whiskey pretty often anyway. I don't think
you
need the specific
really
date.
Don't need it. My wife actually got me... Oh, that was one of the cool things I got. I should have brought it down here. I got a sign that's a plaque. It's yay big that says Oak Trees... Whiskey Tavern, yes. Oak Tree's Whiskey Tavern, established 2003, which is when my wife and I got married. Coincidence?
She took my advice.
I think not. It's when my whiskey drinking got a little heavier.
You were wondering which one she had asked me about. It was that one.
Yes.
Yeah. So I knew about that. Ha!
Ha! You knew ahead of time.
Now you just gotta finish fixing up your bar area over there and
right?
Put it up and all that stuff.
You gotta move all the movies and the games and everything else out of that corner to make that happen.
You can just move all the games to my house. It's fine.
No, I'm not moving the games to your house. What would I play for these lovely people?
I tried. Okay. So we addressed the 13-year-olds getting GTA 5. What else do you want to talk about? Well, aside from more rocks.
Rocks.
They're great. Rock Simulator.
Yes. That rocks. You laughed at a pun!
I'm sad.
You laughed at a pun!
I told you every once in a while.
Witnessed.
Every once in a while.
Just
puns
saying.
in moderation. And I didn't look at that list of Christmas puns that you sent me because I just couldn't bring myself to click it. I figured that I would hear plenty today, so,
Okay, now, before we started, we were talking about the fact that Chicken has been doing Final Fantasy X, or as I like to call it, X1 and X2. But fine. We'll call it 10 because everybody goes by 10. Fine.
Can't help it that you're wrong.
Hey, I'm a Mac guy. We say OS X. We don't say OS 10. But that's fine.
Yeah, well, if you're Windows, then you didn't even make it to 9. You just go straight to 10. So,
right. But now you were talking about Final Fantasy for PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
But it was announced for Japan, and you were talking about how cool the PlayStation 4...
Yeah, there's a specific system, a console.
Yeah, it's a console, and
you're
fangirling about it, yes.
I wish we could put pictures up real quick, but I don't think that would be a good idea for us. That's too much multitasking. But it's Roman numerals, see?
It is. So is the X in OS X. It means OS 10, operating system 10.
It does better. Anyway, this PlayStation is awesome. Did you see it? It's red and black. It's so badass.
It's really cool to me. I thought it was funny because you were like, can you give me something besides white and black?
Yeah.
And then they turn around and it's like red and black,
but
Japan.
It's Japan exclusive. It's like, come on, guys. I don't even really want the game that comes with it.
Do you think it's because they have less people?
I think it's because they're a bigger PlayStation market. And something like Final Fantasy, because it's not...
I don't think they're a bigger PlayStation market. I think they have...
Really?
We sell more PlayStations than they do.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they do most of their mobile.
They
stuff,
they
though.
have like 120 million people in the entire thing. We have
Yeah, but I'm saying like that population, even though it's a smaller population, is largely PlayStation as opposed to Xbox.
No, I don't disagree with that. Per capita, yes, you're correct. But I think we sell more PlayStation, so it should be a market that's available.
But yeah,
to us.
it's coming with Final Fantasy Type O HD. I'm not even interested in the game.
Why can't we get black and yellow? Why would you like black and yellow, Slend? Just out of curiosity.
Like Bumblebee, like Transformer?
Bumblebee Transformer?
Yeah, it's
That's
like
fine.
black and yellow, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else game. I don't know. I thought maybe early Killzones. No, that was Haze. Never mind.
Yeah, Haze was black
the-
and yellow, yes.
Yeah. They came out around the same time. They look the same. They
Ish.
could be the same. Well, yeah.
They could be the same.
When that game came out, I was working in
Except
game
Haze might
retail,
tell you
and
it's
I
in
thought that
1080p
they
and
were-
really be in 1080p.
Shots fired.
Just
Shots
saying.
fired. Oh my god.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm really sad about that though. That it's not going to be here.
Black and yellow song. Or green and blue, or purple and blue, orange and black.
Orange and black Halloween Xboxes and PlayStations. Fine, whatever.
But I still don't understand why they don't just sell the plastic piece a different color. Because, I mean, that's basically what they've done with this
Because then how would people who are painting custom consoles make all of their money?
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, but they don't make any money off that. The people painting
Just
does,
was
but
saying,
Sony
they
doesn't.
do.
So why
They're
not be
gonna
part of the
charge
market?
me like $300 for it. Yeah, they're making
You
money.
turn around, it's like $20 a piece, $25 a piece, whatever.
Are you
people
talking
buy.
about like the little plastic?
Yeah, the plastic piece that covers up the hard drive on the PlayStation 4.
You can take those off, right? I mean,
Yeah, you
that's
pop
not-
it off and then you just
Okay.
put a different color on. That's what they did with this system. It's a PlayStation 4 with
Well,
a
the
red.
controller is red and black too.
Yeah, but this is what they make the most amount of profit off of. They
Well,
sell
yeah,
this
'cause
for
there's some-
$60, okay, and they probably sell it to one of the market people for $35. So they're making a good amount of money off of it that way. But it cost them like $10 to make this. So it
Why
doesn't.
can't we make those? I would like to
and all they
profit
did
like
was change
that.
the color of it.
Let's make something small and plastic and make lots of money off of it. What can we make?
I don't know. I can't answer that question.
If we could, we would have already done it probably.
Right.
Or you're fine. I just need my orange Xbox. That's all. I'll even take an orange PlayStation. Fine. I just need an orange console.
According to Oliver, he says that Vita is a lot more popular in Japan compared to the PS4.
That does not surprise me because they're more mobile.
Yes.
They're gaming.
That makes sense. That makes
Then
sense.
why can't we have this console? Why is it just them? Why?
See, that's what my whole point was. I'm trying to
Sony?
get. I'm on your side. I'm trying to get
I
it to
need
the
to know
United
why,
States.
Sony.
Trying to get it to the U.S. just for you. So when you have your system, you can have a red and black, or a black and yellow, or purple and blue, or orange
Purple and blue
black.
would be like Sully from Monsters Inc. That'd be weird.
Well, I guess it depends on what color purple it
Oh,
was.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Just
And
purple.
what color blue, too.
If we did purple, like just purple, we could have
Mm-hmm.
Saints Row console. I'd buy it. Saints Row console would sell me consoles. I'd buy another
So,
Xbox just
with
have
the
one.
with the symbol on it.
Yeah. If I could get the,
I wonder, am I part of the Illuminati?
we can't have nice things because we have a griff. Thanks, Red Rings. You get out. You're probably at work and you should be working right now. Damn it.
Hello, Red. Nicely done. Good timing.
I hate you guys.
Oh, well done. Well done.
I hate you guys.
You know, the best part about this is the fact that what happened when I left for a little while, and she said, be right back, she had to go use the restroom. I guarantee it, because we were going to have a break sometime in between because of how much coffee she drank before we started.
Yeah, I've had a little bit of coffee today.
Just saying.
One of the things I got for Christmas that wasn't really a Christmas present, but somebody else giving me this item, I got a Krieg coffee maker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there's crack in the little Krieg things because it's what you have here,
That's
and now I've got one at home. And
Krieg, German for crack. That's what that is.
probably it's got to have like cocaine or something like ridiculously addictive that hypes you up and makes you need it. So it's like, oh, I need another coffee right now, and it's like, but you don't even drink coffee. Yes, I do now. Give me. It's awful. Crack. I've gotten lots of crack this Christmas in different forms. That's all I'm saying. None of it's been illegal though. It's all straight legit crack.
It's sad. You know the worst part about this too is the fact I can't grab a hold of this to talk into the microphone.
The amazing part is that not everybody has to listen to it going ting 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 ting. And then me having to go, oh my god, can I edit that out? I think with this one, I'm just gonna like put the unedited. Well, I'll take out the silence from when we were AFK and whatnot. But I think other than that, I'm just gonna put the whole thing up there. That way, everybody gets to experience the unedited one, and then you can all appreciate me more.
Yes, that's a good point.
Legit crack.
A legit crack.
Chicken's making fun of my legit crack.
Well, considering the fact that if I remember correctly, Chicken, you're not a coffee drinker, but you drank coffee when you got the Keurig.
Yes.
I would have to agree.
He's also found out that it makes hot chocolate, though, which is more his speed. You know, he's not a big, huge coffee drinker, but he's been trying some of it. But once we got the hot chocolate ones, it's like, oh my god, we're out of coffee cups because he's refusing to wash them. So like every coffee cup in the house is in the sink. I even borrowed a couple of coffee cups. It's great.
Brother.
Yeah.
Or y'all can go buy the little paper or plastic ones, right? With the little paper handles on them.
Let's not spend that much money because we'd just be like going through a case.
You gotta have the finger out when you're doing it.
Don't make fun of me. I drink like that normally.
Yes, the hot cocoa is great. He washes his.
Yeah, he washed one. He's like, last night, he was like, oh, I'm going to go wash a mug. And I was like, I want some coffee too. He's like, no, I'm going to wash one. It's like, come on.
She doesn't wash hers.
But he doesn't wash all of them. He washes one so that he has one to use over and over and over again. Nice. Oh my god, I hate you.
Oh, all right. We were talking earlier about the whole 10 versus X and everything else that goes on. And Windows 10 is going to be coming out. They've got in January. They've got an event. The Xbox exec, which is Phil Spencer, who I love anyway.
We know you love him so much.
Phil. And he has teased the fact that we might have gaming news.
Yeah.
So, do we want to speculate on what gaming news?
I already told you what I think it is.
Or do you think, or do you want to, what do you want it to be? Maybe that's a better way to go. What do you want it to be?
Scalebound.
You want it to be Scalebound?
I want to know what's going on in that game. You gave me a hero guy that looks kind of like Dante, like a mix of Dante and Nero from Devil May Cry.
Okay.
And dragons.
Okay.
I need to know what the fuck else. I need to.
If whiskey comes out my nose, by God.
Then we will all laugh and enjoy your pain.
Oh, God. Burn.
What do you think it'll be? Or what do you want it to be?
I want it to be a full Crackdown trailer.
Yeah, I could see them doing that too. You think it'll be like more than one thing, or you think they're going to be like, and all of this tech news, Windows, one gaming thing. Yay!
I maybe just one gaming thing. I mean, because it's a Windows event. I mean, I think the big thing that you want to announce is the fact is you want to basically what you want to do is you want to end up talking about the product that you're carrying, which is Windows 10. But I think since they wanted to call Windows 10 Windows 1 to start with, it makes me believe that there's going to be a connection between the Xbox and the Windows, because the Windows Store is now called the Xbox Store if you go to the gaming section of it. Yes.
Oh.
And you get Xbox achievement points if you play the games that are on there. So it makes me believe...
Do I get achievements for my gamer tag?
Yes.
So I can play...
Yes.
Then.
Yes.
Windows games, here I come.
Yeah. So I think it's... I think that's one of the things that we need to look at and see if they're going to lean that direction or not. I mean, that'd be kind of interesting to see if they're going to have that connection that's there, and then have a game announcement that'd be across. And have we ever had we've never had a game that is cross-platform, right?
What do you mean?
Like we've never had one to where Xbox and PlayStation will be able to play together with each other.
Right.
And we've never had one where Windows and Xbox can play with each other. So what if we set one? What if they have one now because they wanted to go with Windows 1 and Xbox One to where your console players are playing against your PC players into one game? Now the problem is who's going to have the advantage? PC players are going to say they have the advantage.
Maybe that's why they haven't done it. Is because people feel like, oh, PC Master Race again has the advantage.
Yes, they skipped 9, went to 10. That is correct, Wolf Demon. They just went 10.
Oh yeah, that's right. Chicken does have games that already do that because he and Baka play Warhammer, and it's a game for Windows, and you get your achievements for your gamer tag.
Yes, I have games that do that as well.
That's neat.
Yes.
Why didn't I know that? Why didn't I remember that? I probably knew that because of them.
Because I think Rise of the Argonauts does that. There's a few others that do it as well. I want to say Dark Souls does that.
Does it? I don't know.
I think
you're not going to get me anywhere near Dark Souls, so I have no idea.
From your Xbox One, a la PlayStation Now. Maybe. There's no telling.
Yeah, maybe that's why they're going to talk about it there. Maybe that's why they said it's gaming news. Because it'll be more like, you can stream all of this stuff now from your desktop to your Xbox and vice versa.
Right. You can.
You're connecting everything in your house. And then we get a situation like Watch Dogs where I just come in with my cell phone and I'm like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. All right, now you can't do anything. Fuck
That's
you guys.
right. Actually, technically, you could just hit it on one and it just hit it all through. They do it that way.
Shut down this house. Absolutely. I finished Watch Dogs. Did I tell you that?
No, you didn't tell me that.
Yes. I finished Watch Dogs.
Well, I saw your tweet about it, but we've not discussed it. No.
I was a little worried about finishing it. Like, I got a little nervous about finishing it because it's so disappointing. The ending sucks. It's just so bad, blah, 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 blah. And the ending is a little lackluster. I'm not going to tell you what happens because I know you're playing it. And eventually you'll get there, like, this time next year. We'll probably be talking about you finishing Watch Dogs. But it's just a lot of build-up and a lot of stuff's going on. And then they're like, bam, we left it open for a bajillion sequels because we like to annualize franchises here at Ubisoft. So blah, blah, blah. Like, at the very end of the credits, you even get, like, a whole, like, commercial for CTOS, the tech company that's in town. It's like, oh, CTOS 2.0 is coming next year. Be ready for it to take over the world, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, we're going to open CTOS in cities across the nation and across the world, blah, blah, blah. So basically, they're setting it up so that they can do what Assassin's Creed does, which is different locations every year. But the game just didn't do that well. Like, once you get to the end, you're like, all this stuff's happening, and you start to wonder, you're like, this doesn't make sense, and this doesn't really make sense, and that's kind of a plot hole, but whatever, and you didn't explain that at all, so who cares? But at least I got to hack people's phones. I mean, overall, the game was okay. They gave you the illusion of choice. Remember I was telling you I was trying to be the nice guy? The protector thing? That doesn't matter at all. It doesn't.
So you were correct on the last show.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, they got really ambitious with what they wanted to do with the game, but then they failed on actually doing that. They're like, let's put this in, let's put this in, let's give you choices on right and wrong, let's give you options on how to do all of this stuff, and this stuff's going to be important. It's like, no, that stuff's not important, and this choice was arbitrary. Because you act like I killed everybody anyway, and it doesn't matter if I am viewed as good or bad by the citizens, they all don't give a damn. And, like, when it comes down to crunch time towards the end, they start calling the cops on you regardless. It's like, why even give me the choice? Like, why tell me that it's going to matter one way or the other if it doesn't affect the gameplay?
That irritates me. You know, it's the same problem we had with Mass Effect.
What game am I talking about? I'm talking about Watch Dogs Wolf, by the way.
Mass Effect 3, you know, that was kind of the whole deal with it, was the fact that BioWare did a really good job of making you make choices across the entire board, but they ended up, the way the ending is it didn't matter what your choices were. Your ending was the same.
Yeah, which is dumb, because it makes you feel like you wasted a lot of time making those choices. Like, I completely changed how I played the game.
Especially when you made the game about the choices.
Yeah.
That was the big thing about BioWare games, is they make it about the choices. That's the thing about, like, Dragon Age, which I just got into, is the fact that you're making the same choices that you would. I'm not kidding. It's so funny because the Dark One was here for
holiday.
For the holiday. So he and his wife were here, and I'd played a little bit or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, is that any good?" Because I was telling him, I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty good. Have you ever played Mass Effect?" Well, his first answer was no, because he works all the time.
That's surprising. Like, I figured that would have been a game that he would have made time for.
I think he's heard of it. He just never really got into it. But the structure is very similar. But the only way I can explain it to him is it's Mass Effect in a fantasy world versus sci-fi, you know. So I think that's kind of the idea behind it. It's very interesting, and Slind is very disturbing with all of his questions he keeps asking. Yeah, because Justin Bieber keeps popping up in a lot of it.
Michael Bay explosions or Justin Bieber? Worse. Which one would be? Actually, you know what? Just neither. I don't want to play either, and I wouldn't, because that's garbage.
Yes. No.
Michael Bay explosions everywhere. I mean, we get so many better explosions. I was playing Sunset Overdrive earlier today even, and it's like, oh my god, the amount of things that you can make blow up in that game is ridiculous, but it's so awesome.
Yay, blowing up. Gotta love blowing up.
And I can't download the DLC yet. I'm sad. Comcast is dumb and data limits.
You mean all your cable companies are kind of dumb?
Yes, data caps are dumb in general. Cable companies, screw you guys.
Just saying.
Welcome back, Spunky.
Yay, Spunky's back. Now, one of the things we didn't talk about on the show last week is we had a group that had done a Kickstarter for a game that was very similar to Stalker, because they were big Stalker fans.
It was called Ariel.
And it got kicked off of Kickstarter.
Yes.
Because it was so close to Stalker.
Yeah.
And then they announced that they were going to create a new game that actually was called Stalker, without the periods, right?
Yeah, it was Stalker without being an acronym, yes.
Yeah, and so...
And it had a secondary title, like a subtitle, Stalker something or another, but I can't remember what it was.
So in the news this week, evidently, the Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl developer reopened and has announced a new game. So it's kind of weird that those are like right back to back that were on there. So
that other group, though, I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna, because they said that they were former Stalker devs, but
hi Fusion,
what's up, man? But other people that have worked on Stalker were like, we don't know these people. So it's one of those things where it's like, are they gonna try to jump into the bandwagon with the Stalker studio that's just reopening, or are they gonna continue trying to make their ripoff game, which I'll probably get pulled anyway for legal reasons. Because the way they set up the nameplate for that game makes it look like it has the acronym part of the Stalker.
Yeah, I think that it's one of those to where it's going to end up getting pulled because of the way it's set up. I don't understand why, unless somebody gave them permission to use the Stalker name.
Which they didn't.
Yeah, they're not getting around that with the stupid things.
Why do people try things like that? It's like, do you not understand that legal teams are around nowadays, and we are going to probably not let you do that because legal reasons?
Fusion Duke, you are a girl? Is that what you were saying? I'm assuming on that one, which is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, more ladies, yes.
Yes. So is Vald. And so is Griff.
Yes.
So.
Thank you for noticing.
Yes. I try to notice every once in a while. I'm just saying. You know, I do what I can on this one. This is driving me crazy, by the way.
What's driving you crazy?
My name being up there.
Oh, well, give him 2 seconds so I can find his name.
There it is, gone.
I told you, see, 2 seconds, that was accurate.
Yeah. Okay, yes, she is. Okay. Well, welcome.
Yes, that's all.
So I guess the whole thing is we'll ask the question to you: is there, with Stalker, is that a franchise that y'all are interested in? Are you looking forward to somebody creating a game that's Stalker-like? Are you interested in the fact that people that created Stalker are going to be creating a new game? Stalker's a game I never really played.
I think like a cult following. I think
when the first one came out, it was like the specs for your PC were absolutely ridiculous or something. It was kind of like when Crysis came out, where you know when a new Crysis came out, you had to buy a new PC.
Yeah,
or upgrade your old one to
17 physics engines for every leaf that fell, and all of this ridiculous stuff.
Oh, absolutely nuts.
You guys are cool. Thanks, Fusion Dude. That is awesome, and we think that you are cool too because you were here, and that is all that matters.
Yes. We appreciate it for sure.
So we're talking about the legal issues behind Stalker and everything. You know, Assassin's Creed had all of their issues, and if you bought the season pass, which we talked about a couple of weeks ago, they were offering a free game. If you accept that free game, you are waiving your legal rights to ever sue Ubisoft for what happened with Assassin's Creed.
So we screwed up with our game. You can't sue us for it if you accept the new free game.
Yeah, but they're giving you something in lieu of messing up. So technically, you're still getting something, but you're not. Well,
some of the games were newer games, right? Wasn't like Far Cry 4?
Yeah, Far Cry 4 was in there. I think The Crew was part of it, and a couple of other games. I think Watch Dogs might have even been one of them.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is if they're giving you a free game that's relatively new game, then I don't really see an issue with that. I mean, I think they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, which is compensating for the fact that it's up.
I think that they should not have released a game that wasn't finished yet.
Thank you, Fusion Duke, for the follow. We appreciate it.
Yes, definitely. Thanks for that. But I think that, you're getting a free game out of it, really. I don't think that you should be able to double dip anyway. Mm-hmm. Being able to just be like, oh, I got Far Cry 4 for free because you suck so bad, but I'm still going to be in this class action lawsuit. What? No, pick one. You either get to go with the class action lawsuit, which might get dismissed anyway, which there's not one as far as I know right now, or you can take this free game. Take the damn free game. That's guaranteed.
Well, I mean, I would take Far Cry 4 for free. Vault.
I would also. I tried to get you to get me Far Cry 4.
I'm not buying you Far Cry 4.
I tried though.
I know you did try.
I tried.
You did try.
Smokey got The Crew for $60 and it crashed on startup.
Oh, nice.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
Yeah. He also, by the way, he did say that he played Shadow of Chernobyl, which was the soccer game we were talking about, and he said it was cool. Oh. So he was kind of excited about the fact that he might come out and play another game. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ubisoft support wasn't helpful either. Wow.
Well, Ubisoft not helpful.
Color me shocked. Ubisoft.
They've got like 1 million employees and they can't get one of them to work right.
I I really wonder what Ubisoft's year this year is going to look like. Because, I mean, they had The Crew that was not so great, 2 Assassin's Creed games, Rogue, which pretty much went under the radar because nobody really cared, and then Unity, which had a bajillion one problems, which playing it last night, by the way, there were people that were floating on air. It was really weird. They were like 6 feet up, and then occasionally they would fall down, and I was like, what are those people doing?
Fusion, the games that we play normally.
A little bit of everything.
We play a little bit of everything. There's actually 4 of us that normally stream on our channel. Of course, we are a podcast. This is our 1 year of our podcast. And we play pretty much anything. I play PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360 is stuff that I stream off of, and of course the Wii U. And then with Griff, she normally is on an Xbox 360, Xbox One, and sometimes on a computer. And then
last week was PC.
And then Chicken is one of our streamers as well, and his is normally a little retro in the way that his is because he's more into the JRPGs and stuff like that.
I think Final Fantasy might be the only JRPG that he's into.
Oh, okay.
That might be inaccurate.
Of course, Paper Mario, which is one of his favorite games of all time.
And as soon as we can figure out how to hook up the old consoles, he's going to play that one.
And then this guy.
Yes.
And then Red, who chimed in a minute ago.
And does it work currently?
It works currently. We usually have him do Thursday, where we try to do a throwback Thursday night, and he goes in and plays a game. He's been playing Warcraft 3 recently.
Yeah, he's got to get back to that.
So
probably not this week, considering it's New Year's. I think he has to work, but
yeah,
the week after that.
Yeah, the holidays have kind of messed us up a little bit, but he'll get back into Warcraft 3 on it.
Holidays happen, and everybody's schedule is like out the window. Who cares?
Yeah. But I try to play newer games when I can, and then try to do just random stuff. Request something. Slind requested something earlier that we're going to talk about, so that'll be awesome.
Yeah, we're good on requests. Usually, if we can get to it and it's not brand new and we can't afford it for whatever reason or something, we can usually make it happen somehow. Mm-hmm. Usually, I'm not going to say always because
sometimes.
Let's not be ridiculous here.
No,
don't ask me to play Final Fantasy VII. No.
But now we do have the podcast comes out on a weekly basis. We've been doing it for an entire year. This is episode 52, actually. Whee! So I guess technically next week would be the year, but we're doing it this
would probably be better for both of our schedules.
Yes, for the way our schedules are set up, this is going to be the best for sure. So that's part of the reason that we're doing this, and we appreciate you showing up and following for sure.
We usually don't do live podcasts unless this is a thing that you guys like and want us to do it like every once in a while. We could probably manage
every couple months or something
to
do it.
I wouldn't
not
say
something
we
I would
do
want to
this
do
every
every week.
No.
Nintendo wins the Wii patent disputes that they had before. We talked about this on the show before, where you had people that were suing over the Wii and their patents and everything else. One of them they straight out won. Basically, a federal court stated that there was no patent infringement, and Nintendo has done a very good job of making sure that they're not infringing on other people's property. Tree's goatee steals the show. Thanks, Spunky. The other one though was they said they won, but it was completely thrown out because there was insufficient evidence or whatever.
But you still win, right? Like it's got to be a competitive thing. Just because we're gamers, it's like there's got to be a win and loss. Even if it doesn't go all the way to court, it's like, Nintendo wins though. Win!
Win!
We just need somebody to be a winner.
We do talk about certain things on the stream, just about anything. A lot of times, especially Chicken knows a lot about the games he's playing. A lot of times because he's played the game for so many times and he can tell you little stuff that's on there. Griff she loves horror games. That's her big thing that she really likes to play.
I like them until I'm playing them, and then it's like, I have to change my mind, guys.
Then she gets scared real easy. But me, I don't like horror games, but people for some reason like to watch me play. Hi, Big Mama. How are you? And so it's kind of Spunky, stop.
Oh my god.
Anyway, but we all try to play different stuff, and we appreciate it. We'll keep in mind that you like watching it live. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, it may be something that we can set up special editions and whatnot. It's great.
Spunky waves to the whale.
Now chat's all going to be about whales.
Yes.
Oh, I should have bought my Kraken. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, well.
That's all right. I'm out of whiskey currently, which is a sad day. We're going to have to take a break here in a minute.
It's like watered down. You could drink that.
Yeah, well.
Don't drink that. I'm kidding.
It's good. It's just there. It's whiskey and water.
I know, but never mind.
Water brings out the flavors of whiskey. You realize that, right?
Yes, I know. We talked about that.
Okay, just saying.
Okay, well, back to gaming stuff and some of the things that were in the news. Did you see that there was? You're a big Halo fan, and I know that, and that's you got your Halo stuff over here, which I don't think people can really see because my laptop's in the way. But there's Halo stuff over here and whatnot.
I was gonna actually put Master Chief's up there, but he's green.
Oh, it would have disappeared.
He disappeared. Like, it was funny because all you saw was the brass band on his face.
The visor.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, how much of your time would you be willing to dedicate to a Halo craft project, like crafty arts and crafts?
Like building something?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could probably a week.
A week?
Yeah, I could do a
your
week.
Your attention span, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
about a week.
About a week.
Okay, well, what about 3.5 years, and would you spend $7,000 on it?
$7,000 in how long?
3.5 years.
No.
It's only like, if you work out the time that this dude spent on this, which I'll tell you what it is in a minute, it's only like 4.5 hours a day for 3.5 years.
4.5 hours a day.
For 3.5 years.
Okay, hold on. All right. So I get up, work for 9 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll say 8. Most people work for 8 hours.
Okay,
so 8. All right, so a third of my day is gone.
Yes.
All right. I get home.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Eat. Take care of my daughter. Usually I game for 3 to 4 hours, depending on if I'm streaming or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I sleep somewhere after that.
You don't need sleep when you're working on arts and crafts projects.
I don't know. No.
Okay, well, there is a guy who spent 3.5 years and roughly $7,000 building a giant Lego ship. It is a recreation of the Pillar of Autumn from Halo. $7,000.
$7,000? Oh, wow.
I want to know how you justify to anybody, you spent $7,000 on Legos. I spent $7,000 on Legos, honey. Hope you're okay with that. Wifey's like...
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I guess maybe he's a Lego guy anyway. You know, like builds a lot of Lego stuff. But how can you build a lot of Lego stuff if you're spending 4.5 hours a day working on the other one?
One Lego thing cost you $7,000. No more Legos for you. You have enough. $7,000 worth of Legos. How many Legos do you think that is?
Fusion, to answer your question, I play all of them. I've read all of the books except for 1 or 2. So I'm a pretty big Halo fan.
Yeah.
I enjoy it thoroughly. So evidently get my ass kicked on it now, but I enjoy it.
But we'll not do Halo Arts and Crafts for some reason.
I'll do it for a week. We've already discussed. I'm doing it for a week.
Life size? No, it was not life size. It was 6 feet long. 6 feet long and like 200 pounds.
A 200-pound Lego.
Yes, 200-pound Lego construct. Who has that? No.
Well, and the thing is he probably created it from scratch.
Well, yeah,
right?
you're building it without a schematic. So how, like, did you start
I'm not
building
that
and like
I'm
as
a
you're
nerd,
going,
but
it
I
just
don't
got
know if
too
I'm that
big,
nerdy or not. Are you that nerdy?
No, I guess not. Like the mass amount of time and money and like planning that had to go into this is beyond me. I could not have done that.
There it is. See? Spunky says, I would buy the Xbox One for Master Chief Collection. The one guy that doesn't want a console. But he's scared that if he buys one, they're going to end up...
Oh, Sims. I played the Sims. Sorry.
Oh, yes, it is the Pillar of Autumn. You're correct.
Yeah, Pillar of Autumn was... I really wish we could put pictures up. I really wish we would have thought about this ahead of time, because I would have been like, put this picture up, because you just got to see how massive this... Like, there was a dude
huge.
standing next to it, and it looks like he's standing next to a dolphin. It's like...
That's crazy.
Okay. My mind is blown. I just, like, that's the end of the show for me. I can't think about anything else.
Oh, Lord, Fusion. Don't even start talking about Sims.
Oh, God.
That's
it
your
depends on what
addict right
Sims
now.
we're talking. I did not get into Sims 4. I didn't play it because Sims 3 is just where I stopped at, I guess. But Red is playing Sims, and apparently, according to his Twitter, fell asleep with it running last night and woke up to somebody dead.
Yeah, I got that. But I guess, all right, here's what's worse. All right, for those of you that didn't listen to our podcast last week, we were talking about the fact that our friend Red has been playing Tamagotchi Life.
Yeah.
And every time he wakes up, basically, because all the stuff's running in the background, somebody's married to somebody different, all different types of weird love triangles and stuff going on. And so then you turn around and now he's playing Sims and he's killing people off.
Not on purpose, though, apparently.
Well, evidently when you leave that one running, people die. Compared to people just, finding somebody else to be around, I guess.
I don't know. We shouldn't let Red play life sim games ever. Like, anything that's going to run in the background where he can't control it, we should just not let him be around.
By the way, Slenda's killing me because he keeps putting on there. He's like, Mario's moving behind you. and then he turned
That's
around.
almost as bad as when Oliver's watching Red Streams. He's like, something's right behind you.
Well, the thing is, it almost looks like an animatronic in a way. Like, if I could actually get it to move, it'd freak you out.
Yeah, it would freak me out.
Yeah.
Animatronics, no thank you. Five Nights at Freddy's, scariest game I've ever played.
Tree is a Bowser in disguise. Thanks! I appreciate that.
You're a big, giant bad guy.
Yes.
Dennis Hopper could play you in a movie, though, so I guess there's that. You got that going. He says never worked on a computer, so I ordered a new one, and when it did come in, it didn't work. Wow. That's not good.
Now she's waiting for a new computer to come. That's good, though. You got a new computer. Fantastic.
Yeah, well, you get a new computer, but you're about to lose your life. So goodbye for any free time that you might have had,
That's
or
right.
any hobbies that you might have enjoyed prior to The Sims, because now your life will be about Sims. I know, because it happened. I live that life every day.
Big Mama, I believe you have a very strong opinion of PS4, by the way. PS4 burns in Satan. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Satan's pool.
I don't know, I kind of like it better if it's Satin's.
Five Nights at Chucky's.
Five Nights at Chucky. Well, see, the thing is that's a weird juxtaposition, because I love the Chucky movie series, the Child's Play. I would have a Chucky doll at my house.
Yeah,
but
you're
not
weird,
one.
because I would not have a Chucky doll.
I would. Chucky's awesome. And if I've got to die to a scary animatronic, it might as well be one I like. Five Nights at Infinite Respawns, you get very bored. There's a lot of sleeping and some drinking. A lot of video games, though, so there's that.
Yeah, you want to see is it looks like this.
We just don't speak to each other.
That's basically it. There's not a whole lot to it.
Chicken said he'll pass it on animatronics for a while. Have you ever played White Noise? I thought that was a movie. Is there a game?
There's a movie called White Noise. I didn't know there
If
was
there's a game, then I need to look in that too. Well, I say that and then I'm going to be terrified of it. But, you know,
Yeah,
I
because
would
you
look
own like
into it.
the Slender series, don't you?
yeah, I do.
Yeah,
you should
own
play
it,
that at some point.
and you've never played it.
Okay, to be fair, I did start the first one, but I'm really bad at directions and like remembering, like just remember this part of the
You
map.
bad at directions,
right?
really?
And it's like just remember where you're at. Remember landmarks because there's no map. Just figure it out. And I'm like walking around the perimeter in this circle the whole fucking time. I played 15-20 minutes and I didn't get anywhere. I think I was walking in a circle, so I just gave up on it because I'm really bad and I need somebody to help me. Apparently,
Circle walker.
I was trying to figure out where to go. All there are trees. And a fence. There's a fence. I found the fence. I was like, maybe if I follow the fence long enough, it'll take me to something. No. Apparently the fence is just a big giant circle, too.
Ah, some of his names is ripped from Slender Man. So do you like horror
makes
games,
sense.
Slend, or you just have it on there? 'Cause you like to
Why would you name yourself after something you didn't like?
Hey, people do that. They want them to be scared of them. What game? A game where you sit on your butt and watch cameras. Why didn't I think of that, right? And not only
See,
that,
it
it's a
sounds so
sequel.
benign when you say it like that.
But here's the thing about it is, it's not only on PC, right? It's on your mobile game, your mobile
Yeah, I
systems
saw
as well.
that.
So, like, you know, if you've got
Well,
it,
it's not graphically intense, so I guess that makes sense. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't think it would be as scary, like playing it on something like this,
I
as
guess
opposed to the
I guess if
PC.
you do that whole Oculus Rift thing where they've got
No,
the,
thank you.
the Samsung
I do
deal
not
stuck
want
in
to
there.
play, like, of all the things that I might consider playing on an Oculus, Five Nights at Freddy's would not be one of it. Nope.
My name's Halo 1, bro. Well, we know what yours is.
Yeah. Oh my god. I found something new this week, by the way, and I will tell
Hi,
everybody about
RoboBlocker.
it.
How are you?
Oh, hey, how's it going? And I will tell everybody about it because I think it's cool, but it's kind of sad because I'm publicizing for somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But Baka, being the great friend that he is and knowing that I like Five Nights at Freddy's,
Doge K.
Doge, sent me to a YouTube for I think it's Game Theory, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this one dude who, I swear to God, looks like he's 12, but he's got to be like 25. Does all of this stuff where he finds theories about games and then fleshes them out, and it's like, you know, possibly this could be this and things like that. And he's got one on like the theory that Majora's Mask Link is dead and all of this stuff. He's got two, one for each Five Nights at Freddy's. I watched both of them like in awe the whole time, going, "Oh, I need to know more."
That's awesome.
Man.
You got any other theories?
Yeah, he's got a lot of theories. There's like 6 weeks of stuff that I have to go watch.
We'll need to check that out for sure.
Yeah, I'll probably be busy watching
Doge
videos.
watches it. Game Theory.
Yay! See, it's awesome. Yep, somebody else loves it.
Yep.
It's crack. Like, you'll watch one and then you'll be like, okay, well, I don't really play that game, but now I need to know what's wrong with it. You
Thanks,
know?
Fusion.
Oh, see you later, Fusion. Back soon. Oh, back soon. Yay.
Yay.
But yeah, so I found that this week, and you should watch it too because reasons. I said...
Slind watches as well.
Oh, good. Yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 theory, like, all of those theories are so crazy, and you're, like, watching it and thinking, you know what, I never would have realized any of these had a parallel in real life. Yeah, they do. He did one on Watch Dogs, too, about, like, how a lot of the stuff in the game is feasible, and things like that. Like, the traffic light thing, you can do that. You can buy a little machine for less than $100 that lets you control signal, like, receive the signals from traffic lights, and you can change them from a mile away.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is.
That's scary.
They also did the camera thing. Like, people can map out your house from your camera phone without you knowing it. Like, my life is over. I just need to go off the grid. I need to disconnect from everything and live in the woods in a shack or something.
Welcome to our modern day world.
I know, right? It is a YouTube channel. It is very interesting, Oliver. And I hope it's available in your area, since apparently that's a thing.
Yes, it is. There's other stuff on that channel, but I don't remember what it was.
He does a lot of stuff about, like, game facts. It's not always just, like, crazy conspiracy theories. It's like, I legitimately found out the angle that you'd have to shoot Link's, like, harpoon thingy in order to swing across this moat and crazy shit like that. I mean, it's just so intense.
Craziness. We were talking about the Halo stuff earlier. We got in there, but the Master Chief Collection patch that's coming out adds Halo 4 Spartan Ops mode. Which,
I didn't play Spartan Ops, did you?
No.
Wasn't that the tablet game?
No. It's different than that.
Okay.
This is, Spartan Ops is a multi-mission episodic co-op mode for Halo 4.
Episodic co-op mode.
So it's going to be episodes.
Okay. Is it 2-player or 4-player? Is it co-op?
Well, I don't know. It just says co-op.
Okay.
So
just curious.
Yeah. If I had to guess, it's probably 2 to 4. Because everything else in Halo 4 is 2 to 4, right?
I don't see why you couldn't do it as a 4-player.
Yeah.
I mean, well, like you said, everything else is. Why not?
Spunky. What?
We'll have to talk about games. We do not have a Skype that we do chat on. Sorry, RoboBlocker. Unfortunately, this is actually our first live broadcast of this stuff. So this is all us being a little bit nervous and a little bit unsure of what to do with this stuff. Because usually this is just us chatting on a Sunday afternoon, and it's Sunday night, and there are people watching, and it's weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird having people watch us, that's for sure. But it's kind of cool watching the people ask the questions as we go through and see what people are commenting on, which is a little different, which we don't get that interaction normally when we just have the regular podcast. We just talk about what we want and hope that people like what we have to say, for sure.
Well, I don't like what you have to say, but that's okay.
Well, I don't like what you have to say.
I'm the one that edits the show.
Where you gotta be that way, man? I did pick up a game on my phone.
On your phone?
Yeah.
You actually have to find your phone?
Yeah, because I want to make sure I say it correctly. Because it was a game I wanted on PC, and I didn't realize it was located on for the iOS.
Yes.
Plague Incorporated. Or Plague Inc.
Zombie game?
Not really. Basically, what it is you're creating a game.
You make your own
Or
game?
not a game, I'm sorry. I'm thinking the word game because that's what we're doing. The game makes it to where you're creating a disease. And you start off as like a bacteria. And then you take it and you send it to a little part of the world. And you try to spread it and kill everybody on the planet.
Wow, that's not good.
Yeah. Well, it's
Right?
fun. It's entertaining.
Mass murder. So fun.
Well, because here's the thing is theoretically what you have to do is you have to get out of the 7.6 billion people on the planet, you've got to get as many sick as humanly possible, or as
bacterially possible.
Yeah, or diseasely possible.
Diseasely? No.
Diseasely.
No, that one's not good.
So it's disease and easily. See, mixed together. Diseasely. No.
Diseasely, guys.
All right, fine.
Diseasely.
All right. Anyway, and try to get them as possible. Get as many people sick without them dying before you start killing everybody off.
I thought the idea was to kill them.
Before you kill them off, because what happens is if you start killing people off, people get suspicious and they start working on a cure a lot quicker. So you got to beat the people that are working on the cure.
Oh,
so it's different.
That's confusing. I'm confused.
Yep.
That's too much.
Yes,
work
there is
for
a
me.
zombie plague in the game. Yes, that you can download, but it's not.
Is it like DLC? Zombie Plague is DLC? Zombie Plague is DLC? Is that how that works? What?
Basically, yes. Basically, it's a DLC. Yes, it's a setup that they've created. They also have one where you're the apes from Planet of the Apes and try to take over the world that way.
Okay.
Eliminate the human population.
So you can skin the game any way you want, kind of deal, right?
Well, yeah, but it's the makers that have done it. So that's pretty neat. It's a nice game.
I picked up a game that apparently you told me about months ago, and I had no idea. And when I say I picked it up, I mean Red gifted it to me. But we all ended up, me, Red, and Baka and Chicken ended up with Tabletop Simulator.
Yes, I told you about it.
I don't remember. I don't remember anything, like, ever. So
I told you about it because I know that you all like
not
tabletop
surprised.
games. And then what happens?
I didn't.
You forget.
You probably told me about it with a bunch of other stuff at the same time.
That one.
It's not that I like to forget. It's just the fact of nature. I just can't remember anything ever.
I think you have a lack of blood flow to the brain.
I mean, I guess so. Maybe that's the case.
Maybe, possibly.
Memory of a goldfish. What's your name again? You should have left your name on top. That way I know who you are.
All right. Just for you, Griff. We'll pop it up right there.
You.
There you go. Right there.
You. Anyway, we got Tabletop Simulator, and I realized that the most difficult part of any game, like, because you can play a bajillion different games through Tabletop Simulator. Cards Against Humanity is one that we played a couple of nights ago, and there's a bunch of other stuff. There's one superhero game that I wish Chicken tell me the name of it. You'll hear this in 30 seconds. But the hardest part of any game in that whole setup is getting the people you're playing with to behave like adults for long enough to actually start the game. Because you can flip the table, like your little virtual table, you can flip the table, or you can grab all the cards, and like if you're the moderator, maybe anybody can do it, you can throw out different like pieces.
The name of the game is Superheroes.
That's it? That's the name of it?
Yes.
Well, holy freaking shit, man. That's why it was too simple for me to remember. But yeah, so starting the game is the most difficult part. And then once you get into it, it's not so bad and everybody can participate, but starting the game without a table full of dice and random, like Red was the one that was in charge, and he was pulling out these like life-size models of dragons and things like that would move around, and it's like, we're playing Cards Against Humanity, why do we need a damn dragon? Get this out of here. And then everybody's like, flip the table, and the table goes flying out into space, and you're like, okay, 12-year-olds, focus for 30 seconds so we can start this damn game.
Sounds like fun. You know, y'all can invite me in a Cards
I
Against
know. I
Humanity
think you
game.
can have like 8 people.
Yeah.
It seems like some of the tables are.
Because I have the game. We're good.
Yeah, you can play that with us sometime. The thing about Cards Against Humanity, we will not ever stream that. At least not with my group of friends, because you become the scum of the earth when you're playing that game.
Yeah. So like you know how it has the mature rating when you go into certain streams.
Yeah.
There's not one for the level that is.
Yeah, there's not a level severe enough for how bad you will be when playing that game. But the superhero game, that I was going to tell you about it too, actually, is kind of like creating your own superhero by luck of the draw, essentially.
What?
Yeah, when we were playing it, Chicken and Red were the ones showing me and Baka about it because they were the one that found it. Basically, there's 2 decks there's the white cards and black cards. White cards are your heroes, and then black cards are your powers.
Right.
So you take 4 of each and look at them, and then you decide how you want to build your superhero. So you take 1 white card, 1 black card, and put it down. You have to explain why your superhero, like you have to make a case for why they're the best ones.
Okay.
So you flip your card over, and you're like, well, I think I was... Mike Tyson post-face tattoo was mine, and then his superpower was Eyes of the Basilisk, and then you draw 1 more superpower card from the deck, and some of them are kind of crappy, like some of them are like, can shoot milk from their nose, or things like that. Like, it starts getting weird, but you have to make a case for why your superhero is so badass. Yeah, so that's kind of how that one goes. So you get to make up your own superheroes and then argue about why you're more badass than the guy who, like, the milkman who can shoot laser beams from his fingers or something, you know?
That's awesome.
It's great. It's great to play with friends because you get 2 people that are going to make
back,
the heroes.
Fusion.
Yeah, welcome back. And then the other people get to decide, essentially. So you're like, I think I like post-tattoo Mike Tyson there. I think he's better than Milkman. Although, I can't remember, it was me and Baka that were doing those. Mine was Mike Tyson, but I can't remember what his was, but his won. Because it was, like, complete badass. I'm like, oh, come on! My hand of superheroes to choose from was Mike Tyson, Will Smith, the Milkman, and Homer Simpson. And I was like, how can I make any of these dudes legit? But you gotta try that one.
It's completely possible to make them legit, right?
Yeah,
No, probably not.
No. Having
Probably
that,
not.
like, wild card superpower, too, is like, this didn't factor into my fantasy that I made up in 30 minutes about this one person. So it's fun. You should try that. Everybody should try Tabletop Simulator. I don't know how much it costs.
Now, last week we did talk about...
Yeah, Baka had some dude that could control the Death Star. That's what it was.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yay! Baka's awesome.
Yeah.
We did talk about last week what our favorite games of the year were that we played and everything else, which mine was Shadow of Mordor.
Which was also Chickens and a lot of other people's because it was fantastic.
It was amazing. And then, of course, this War of Mine I would give for the indie game. But I guess my question to chat, since everybody's talking, Snitty, what's up?
Hey, Snitty.
Yeah, everybody's Twitter is currently malfunctioning, Snitty.
Yeah, it's not just you, man. Yeah. It's okay.
But my question to everybody that's out there, what is your favorite game? I got two questions. One is, what is your favorite game that was released this year? And what is your favorite game you played this year that wasn't released this year? Does that make sense?
I guess so.
Yeah.
So, like, if you didn't play, like, Assassin's Creed 2 until this year for some reason...
Then you could go through and that would be... Yeah.
Okay.
So,
well, that's pretty... What was your game that was older that you played this year? Was there one?
I've played lots.
Well, I mean, you played lots of games.
Yeah, actually, Call of Juarez. Gunslinger.
Oh, that's right. You did play that earlier
Call of
this
Juarez, Gunslinger. That had to have been one of my favorite games of this year that was not part of this year, that I played this year. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yes, sort of. Sure, it totally makes sense. Well, I'm trying to think of anything that I played this year that would be my favorite from not this year.
Spunky's got Far Cry 4 for this year. He guesses. And then, I guess. And then Doom 3, obviously, for, because it's, well, Spunky.
Yeah, I don't know why your name is Spunky117. It should just be Doom 3117. Like, that just, it needs to be something Doom themed.
Snitty's favorite game of the year is Inquisition.
Dragon Age Inquisition, by the way, Oliver.
Yes. And then...
Oh, no, he wants to know what the question was. Re-ask your question.
Oh, okay. Oliver, the question is what is your favorite game that was released this year that you played? And what is your favorite game that you played this year that wasn't released this year, if you had one? Big Mama Wells said that...
Goat Simulator.
Likes Goat Simulator?
Okay, Goat Simulator. Let me ask you about that one, Big Mama.
Oh, they've changed this, by the way. They've changed it, by the way.
Is it... Can you go back and play the single player?
They have two single player modes and the MMO.
Okay. Which one do you like better? Do you prefer the single player on that one, or did you like it so much when it became an MMO? Like, which way did you play it best? Or which one did you enjoy it best? That's better. Mm-hmm. I have not played Far Cry 4 yet, which is what Fusion asked.
Shadow of Mordor probably for Wolf Demon. I've had Spunky since 2001. Doom 3 came out in 2004.
Oh, boom! Change it. Time for a change.
I have never played Far Cry 4.
I want to. Far Cry 4 has to be the only success that Ubisoft really had this year. Watch Dogs was mediocre.
I think release-wise, their better releases have been their smaller games. You got Child of Light and you have Valiant Hearts, which are both Ubisoft games. True. And those games, but they're like independent. Under the radar, they're independent studios inside of Ubisoft. So
their big AAA titles didn't do so well. Vald was really into World of Warcraft, which she is still playing. It's awesome.
Favorite game this year, Dragon Age. Did you finish Dragon Age yet, Vald? Spunky single.
GTA 5. Oh my god, I love GTA 5 this year. Oh, it was so great. But technically that's last year,
I guess. Technically last year. Now, I guess
I played it this year. Can that be my
version. Favorite game from this year, but not this year. San Andreas. Because someone told me to play it. Yeah, it's good. San Andreas is a really good game.
Iron Bread was really good. I was really bad at
it. Toy Soldiers is Slen's favorite. Now that's from this year, right?
Is that from this year? I don't know. I was looking at it earlier.
I don't know what game I like that came this year. Far Cry 4 is fun. I Am Bread was cool. So Big Mama likes indie games and that are fun games.
Did you see my I Am Bread playthrough? Do not play I Am Bread while you're drunk if you're trying to stream it. Because at that point, I'd already played Saints Row. I'd had way too much to drink. And then I Am Bread just got ridiculously difficult. I started getting quiet. I think I even was at one point, I had my tongue out because I was kind of like, come on. So, I got so frustrated.
So if we had to do a drinking game about I Am Bread and you playing it,
I would fail.
No, but here's the thing. No, I'm saying if we were watching you play, the drunkest obviously is you falling off and hitting the floor, right?
Yeah, if you want to kill yourself with alcohol poisoning, take a shot every time Griff falls off the wall.
So what would be the next in line? What would be the one that we need to check? Like, is it a word you're saying when things are going on? Like,
you'll probably come on. Every time you hear me say come on, you probably get alcohol poisoning that way too, though. Because you're like, he's got a grip, like, time limit.
Which Saints Row?
I played actually played the DLC for Saints 4 on stream last week.
Well, I don't know if Big Mama was asking that, or that was the answer to our
Saints
question.
Row was awesome.
Yes, Saints Row was great.
Saints Row is the answer to every question.
COD Advanced Warfare is an excellent game. Really good game that was released this year.
What is our favorite console?
I'm not usually a COD fan, but and it was pretty good. Favorite console? That's a trick question. Basically, I like them all. I play.
You have them all. I don't have.
I play the Xbox One more than I do anything else. Mainly because it controls the rest of my system. It turns my television on, controls everything that's on there, so that's usually what I play. I've been playing my PlayStation 4 for Dragon Age. I really love my Wii U. With, of course, Hyrule Warriors. I've been playing Zelda, which I've just now got into, Wind Waker. So I'm not putting that on my list of old games that I'm putting in there because I haven't finished it yet.
All you did was chase a pig for 20 minutes.
Yeah. And then, of course, I've got the PS3 upstairs, which I enjoy playing. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 1.5 on it right now.
Which I will start as soon as Chicken is finally done with Final Fantasy, whatever that is. Hopefully Tuesday.
So, but I like them all, and then of course I like my gaming PC as well. It's just kind of depend on what kind of game I'm playing. I'm going back to her normal comment that's on here.
I spend most of my time on
the new
one of the Xboxes.
Civilization Beyond Earth was really good. Elite Chicken, I like that game as well.
Yeah, I heard good things about it. Civ's not my strong point again because you have to plan everything out. I'm not very good at planning.
What's wrong now, Snitty?
Why?
I like my PS4.
My Wii U's gathering dust. I wish I liked it more. It's just like a paperweight right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the funny thing is I finished the Toad
Treasure Tracker
game and bought the Mario game after returning Destiny. And the Mario 3D game. And
have
still
you started that one? No, okay.
Yet.
You know, that would be a good one for you to stream at some point.
Yes, we all stream games.
Yeah.
It's us, Elite Chicken, Red, so like us two. And
yes, I will be playing Kingdom Hearts as soon as Chicken's done.
Chicken's streaming Tuesday, Wednesday?
Yeah, hopefully, he said it's only going to take him like an hour to finish up on Tuesday, and then I'll start my stream after that. But that's what he said, and he said he was going to be done with it last week, too. Just saying. Although, last week, I don't think you were there for it, but he ended up with Death by Snitty. Snitty accidentally trolled him. He's like, you need to go to this one area and do this one thing. And Chicken's like, oh, okay, it's one of the start areas. It won't be that bad. And apparently, like, the Aeon things that you get turn into, like, crazy badasses that you just can't beat after you've obtained them and left the area. Mm-hmm. And so we went back to do this one thing, and then all of a sudden one of the Dark Aeons shows up and, like, one-shots both of his characters. He's like, what the fuck is that? It was his first death. He was so mad. And Snitty's like, I swear I didn't do it on purpose. Sure you didn't, Snitty.
Sure.
It was great. It was so funny. I wish you would have been there for it.
You shush, Snitty.
Stay out of my game. Do we stream on this channel? Yes, we do.
Yes.
Fusion.
Yes, we do not. Usually this is normally the one that we're on. Well, we all have our independent channels, but we don't ever use them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think any of us stream on our own channels right now.
We're on this one right now. It's usually, our regular days are Sundays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, all at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But now, like, for instance, because we have holidays and stuff that are coming up.
Yeah, it's been a little weird with the holidays.
And, for instance, with Final Fantasy, the game is so long that Chicken has been starting on Tuesdays for that game, so he's doing Tuesday and Wednesday streams.
I might do that for a while with Kingdom Hearts, too, because I'm afraid it'll be a longer game.
It is longer.
So I'll probably do Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
I've not played Bacon Boy. And now I want to play Bacon Boy just because it's called bacon.
Sounds delicious.
Yes, it really does. And the fact that there's going to be a third installment really makes me want to play this game. So I might have to
we'll
find
have to look into
Bacon
that.
Boy. Yes.
Oh my god. Game of the Year is always a question that sparks a lot of interesting conversation. We've definitely had a lot of fun games suggested. No, you're going to buy another game probably because it's probably on Steam and I know who you are. It's like your crack.
I don't know what you're talking about. Steam sale's currently going on and I have not looked at the page at all. I bought like 8 games. I'm
8 games.
I'm currently up to 316 games on Steam. That's all. 316.
Okay, now I need you to make time to play all 316 games to completion.
Can we eat the disc? Nice, Doge. Nicely done.
For the Bacon Boy game? That'd be nice. Nice bonus that every game disc comes with bacon.
Yes.
That'd be great.
You too can have a disc that goes with bacon. That's fantastic. I love it.
Oh, Wolf Demon said that he doesn't stream because his laptop can't handle it, so he records videos to YouTube. We do YouTube as well, and I will totally have up the next Saints Row Let's Play this week, but I have to take it to work to upload
Yes,
it.
we do have the YouTube channel. We have a Facebook. We have a Google Plus that we don't ever use.
Yeah.
We have a Tumblr that
Does
we don't ever
anybody
use.
use Google Plus? I don't think so.
I don't
think
know.
really
I guess
like
there's some people that do.
business people use
Yeah.
it. It seems like a business application.
I
to
only have
me.
145 games on Steam. Yes, beat you. Just saying.
I bet he's played all of his. Oh, shots fired.
Oh, nicely done. I played 145 of mine, so we're good to go. Have a good night, Fusion. We
Fusion.
appreciate it.
It's Wilf. That's right. We changed Wolf's name to Wilf.
Bacon.
Because Snitty
I love
can't
bacon
spell.
cheeseburger.
Oh my god.
No,
one
Wilf!
uses-
I forget about that.
No one uses. See, confirmation. Nobody uses Google Plus. That is all.
There
we
go.
don't even need that
Done.
anymore.
Done.
Hey, but we do have something else that we're working on, though.
Yes, we do. For those of you who've been hanging around and wanted to know what's going on, we have actually secured the domain name and are currently working on the website for infiniterespawnpc.com.
Yay!
So make sure that you keep follow us on Twitter or wherever.
Twitter,
Obviously
Steam, whatever
not
you
Google
prefer.
Plus because we just said don't do that. Facebook, Steam, and we will have more announcements later about it as it gets closer to that. We're shooting for next week sometime, but we don't know if that's going to happen or not. So
Yeah, we were hoping to have it up by the 1st, but that's kind of iffy, so we'll see.
yeah, there's some things that got to happen.
But
to make that
hey,
happen,
in the
but-
next couple of weeks, I was kind of hoping we could be like, and tomorrow, because I know you're talking about Steve Jobs all the time doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that didn't work out.
Yeah,
so,
it did not work out that way.
turns out neither one of us knows how to code. But we're working on it.
Yeah.
Neither one of us knows anything about HTML or setting up a
the
website.
dark one was here yesterday.
You should have asked him.
So there might or might not be stuff going on.
Okay.
I was just saying.
I was about to say, we should have just given it to him and it'd be up in 5 seconds, but he'd be able to track all of us.
Spunky can help us. We just have Spunky do it.
Yeah. That's right, Spunky. Now you have a new job. A job to go with your other job.
What the heck is Google Plus?
Yes. Oliver, there you go. You nailed it, man. Ollie's right on that one.
Bacon Boy isn't real, but I'm making it though. Good. Please make it.
It should be. If you can have a game like Meat Boy and then Super Meat Boy, surely you can have a Bacon Boy game, right?
Right? I don't see why not. So then you have the sequel to Bacon Boy is Super Bacon Boy.
Maybe Super Bacon Boy and Super Meat Boy could have a crossover game and it would be Bacon Cheeseburger. And it would be delightful.
And Oliver would love that because he loves a bacon cheeseburger.
Who doesn't?
I know, they're delicious.
The random things that we think of.
They're really good. Or you could have Super Mega Bacon Boy. Super Mega Bacon Boy. Yeah. That would be the third installment.
You'd have to make that an acronym. It's too much to say.
But that's the whole point. Super Mega Bacon Boy. Think outside the box. We already had hobos on a train.
Yeah, hobos on a train. I
We
guess
had
we can
hobos
make
on a
that
train.
too. All right, Spunky, we have another job. Now you have to help us make a game as well. We need hobos on a train to be a real thing.
Hobos on a train.
We'd make millions. Millions.
We really would.
All this food talk. I know, right? I've only had like a snack today. I'm starving to death. It's okay.
Why are you starving to death?
Because I just didn't
'Cause
have.
stuff,
I didn't think
things.
about eating earlier.
It's all
I was
good.
like, here's a snack. That's all I really need. Doja doesn't like bacon cheeseburgers, and you're a Doja? Something
Lies.
makes me think that that's wrong.
Anyway, I want to get at least more than just 8 views at once. We're at 10 currently, and we were at 16 at one point.
75. Isn't there a game called Hobos on a Train? No, there better not be. I'm going to trademark it right now. Actually, I'm going to
Look it up.
Google it
Look
right
it up.
now.
Google it. Google
I
it.
am.
She's Googling it right now.
Usually we have a lot more gaming stuff to talk about. It's just the gaming news this week was really slow because even the industry needs a holiday, guys.
Yes. But the game industry is undergoing tech-led transformations, according to E EA.
Anytime that you say according to EA, it's like, oh, those
That's her
guys.
favorite. Anytime I say EA.
That's not true. They're getting better, right? They're not as much of a joke.
I'm tired of this motherfucking hobos on this motherfucking train.
That might be.
Nicely done, Spunky. That's going to be like an Easter egg
There's a
inside the
hobos
game.
on a train song.
There's a hobos in a train song.
There's
Seriously?
a lot of pictures from the Great Depression of hobos getting on trains. Maybe I should put game in
Yeah,
the title.
put game afterwards.
Yeah, because hobos on a train is a real
Watch.
thing.
There's, it says games, plural. No, it's not a real thing, right?
Hobo Wars. Not quite the same.
Oh, best free online game, Hobo Wars. Nope.
No, hobos on a train. We can still make this
We've
happen.
got this.
Yes.
Hobo with a shotgun. He can find a shotgun somewhere on the train.
Or he can make one.
Yep.
We'll let him make one, but it has a
Toot,
chance to
toot,
explode in his
motherfucker!
hand.
Copyright claim.
Now we're gonna have to we're gonna have to make lawyer friends so that we can copyright these things.
I know, right? Anybody a lawyer? Anyone?
Anybody in chat a lawyer? We just,
Hobo
ask
oh
them
no!
for reasons.
Chicken just saw Hobo Wars. It's free to play, Chicken.
Is it? Is
It's
that
free to play. Yes.
I'm gonna click on it. My sound's muted, so in case it starts autoplaying, no big deal. We're not gonna get. Oh my god! It is free to play.
Free to play.
Look at those
online.
hobos. That one with the spoon looks so happy.
You heard it here first, folks.
HoboWars.com if you're interested in what I'm looking at, by the way. Screenshots.
That's awesome.
That doesn't look like... Is it a text-based game? That's a text-based game. Mr. Stay Puft became a hobo, too,
All the
apparently.
Spartans are now hobos. Oh.
Oh my god. I need to stop looking at this, or
Yeah.
I'm going to start playing hobo games
Yeah,
while we're
please.
trying to...
Yeah, don't play hobo
My
games while we're
bad,
trying to do
my
this.
bad.
I'm just saying. Hobos on a plane.
Words. You can't even words.
Yeah, don't put homos on there. It's hobos. Thank
Hobos. Hobos on a
you.
train.
Okay. Hobo
Toge can
Wars.
provide legal copyright information for the rainbow dimension. Let's copyright it there, too.
Yes.
Although it'll probably have to be something a lot more colorful in the
The
title.
dimensions of where Doge lives.
So, you know that I'm not, like, a super big Metal Gear Solid fan, and I know a lot of people are, and that more power to you. That's
Yeah,
great.
you're not.
I think Kojima's a crazy dude. Like, I think that
I'd
he is
agree with
just
that.
on the crazy train, and he will never get off.
I would
Like,
agree with that.
that is just the end of it. Well, he had this special stream for a Metal Gear announcement over Christmas.
Oh, that's cool. Announcing something over Christmas. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
wouldn't that be great? You know, because you're all excited. You're like, oh, he's going to tell us something great. It's going to be like a Christmas present from Kojima. It's going to be big news, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what it is?
But
Chicken hats! To make the game easier for you while humiliating you at the same time. Chicken hats.
so you're saying chicken is humiliating?
No, only if he is a hat. Yes.
Chicken,
if-
are you a hat? I just want to know. Do you have a chicken hat, Chicken?
No, which is a shame, and I should find him one.
Yes.
I should also find
Why
him a
does
vest.
Chicken Hat not have a vest? Yes.
Yes.
You and your vest.
You shut up.
Gotta have the vest.
Well, the thing is we all know that Phantom Pain is going to come out this year, I think, or this coming year, 2015-ish. So basically what he revealed was if you're having trouble at a part in the game and you continuously die, the game will offer you an item. It is a chicken hat. If you equip the chicken hat, you'll be wearing a chicken hat, first of all, which makes you look dumb as fuck. And secondly, it makes the game easier. The enemies will be slower to notice you or react to you once they do notice you. So it's kind of like super, super easy mode with a dumb hat.
Can I get the dumb hat without the
No.
super easy mode?
No. That was the big announcement, by the way. You spent the entire time watching the Kojima stream just for that.
So he's dying on purpose just to sew the hat? He can't even complete his own game without going into super chicken mode?
I don't know. I don't know. So
I never knew
how do
I
you
needed
guys,
it.
How do you guys feel about that? Like an item. First of all, it's an item that makes you look stupid, so it's kind of like punishing you for being bad at the game anyway. But an item that makes the game easier. Would you be interested in that across all games? Like, would you be okay with having a ridiculous stupid hat? I already have a stupid hat in Assassin's Creed, but a more
that's-
stupid hat.
That's
than
why
you
we
already
have difficulty levels, right? Is so you can just turn it down so you don't have to have the stupid chicken hat?
Theoretically, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I just feel like Phantom Pain is becoming one big giant joke to Kojima. Like, he's like, what can I shove in here that's just ridiculous? What else? I mean, what else do we need? We've got the ghost from PT, there's like puppies, there's pop-up bikini girls, there's chicken hats.
I don't know. He's just Kojima's crazy. I don't know.
Choose easy mode, get stupid hat. Yes.
Yes.
Can I have that for life? Can I wear stupid
Doja,
hats?
to
and
answer
have
your
people talk to
question,
me
yes,
like I'm dumb?
we have played Mario, Sonic, and Zelda. All of us.
Has anyone not owned them? Oh, no,
No.
everybody should, like, if you're a gamer, you need to have some of those things are just
They're required.
quintessential. Yes. You're fired because reasons. Somebody knows.
What? Oak Tree, you're
Flynn fired you because reasons.
Really? Because reasons. Slynn's been listening to the show because I'm always fired. Well, because
For
of
reasons.
Always
Usually
fired
it's
for
your
reasons.
puns, though. What's next? Will he lay eggs that explode, Wolf Demon? You're probably right. That probably, like, Kojima's writing this down right now. Somebody thinks that they have the chicken
They have
hat
the
on.
mines that pop up the PT.
The ghost,
Ghost,
yeah,
right?
the ghost lady that you can throw at people and knock them off cliffs.
So what if they look like eggs? See? So the
I'm
only
telling
time
you,
only time
this
you
game
could throw
is
them
just
off
gonna be
is
one
to get
big
the,
joke.
See, I think it would be funny too if you changed the dialogue from what's his name?
Snake?
Yeah, who's playing Snake? Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh.
Yeah, if you change the dialogue from that to a chicken going bark, bark,
Would it, okay, but if you had the subtitles on it, would it still be like actual words, or would it actually write out chicken noises?
I don't know. That would... yes. Yes, let's do the chicken noises at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I think that would be weird.
By the way, if anybody's wondering that's new to the channel, that is my daughter that is currently coming down the stairs. She usually makes her appearance about this time, every time that I stream. And...
Snake, killer aliens.
Yes, it's a little different state.
I mean, I get the point. Snitty's making a point about games being fun. Like, you have to have stuff that's fun about them. And I get that. However, I have a problem when it's coming from Kojima, who is attempting to use his games as a vehicle to address pressing social matters. Like lady snipers who don't wear clothes.
Which he actually made the statement that he believes that it was that games should talk about social issues.
Yes, broach sensitive subjects.
And one of those things to where he's actually going, okay, well, this is a serious game, and the plot line is very serious.
Yeah, I mean, that all came out earlier this summer when there's comments about a torture scene, and he said, I'm not going to take the torture scene out because this is a legitimate commentary, and it needs to be there, and chicken hats. Legitimate commentary. Torture.
Right.
And ghosts.
Say hello, everybody.
Hi.
Take that right now. Say hello, everybody.
Mommy. Hello, buddy.
All right, night.
Night.
Love you. Here.
Don't trip over that cord.
Hey, watch where you're going. Cord. Thank you. It's a light. Yes, go.
No.
I will show those to you later. Go. Night.
Night.
Item idea: Infinite Respawn Whiskey. Slind, you're my friend.
See, and we were wondering how we could make money earlier. Now we know.
That's
I mean,
it.
it's not plastic, but now we know.
It's just really hard to get the license to be able to.
I mean, but if somebody like Sammy Hagar can do it, surely we can. I mean, I know his is rum. I think it's rum. Isn't it rum?
It's tequila.
Is it tequila?
Yeah, he wrote a song about it to promote his.
Hagar. No,
Couple
thank
water.
you. Don't
Yep.
care. Yeah, I'm sure if he can make alcohol, surely we can, right? It's just like putting some sugar and some water and letting it sit for a billion years, right? That's
Yes,
it.
I'm reading Spunky's chicken grenade idea that he's got. It goes around laying eggs and then press the detonator.
When you want them
They
mobile.
all-
Oh, so they're like little landmines.
That's awesome. I like that idea.
You know what?
Let's put that in Goat Simulator.
Let's put that in Hobos on a Train. What are you
Hobos on a
talking about?
train!
Hobos on a Train. You can
gotta
take
say it right.
psychotropic drugs.
Hobos on a
and
train!
then you become a chicken because you're on drugs and you think you're a chicken, and you lay eggs. They're landmines, and they blow up when you want them to.
All the alls are coming through now. I'm back. Grandma is joining me too. Well, hi.
Hello.
Hi, Fusion's grandmother. How are you?
Now I feel like I have to watch my mouth and be, an adult.
I know, right?
I don't want grandmas to judge me.
Grandma cussed like a sailor.
Mine doesn't. My family's very
One of them
strict
did.
about things like that. We don't say bad words.
Really?
I was still getting in trouble for saying butt when I was 13.
Meanwhile, we have Butt Stallion written in big
Yeah,
red
butt
letters.
stallion. I know, right? My parents don't listen to the podcast either, thankfully.
That's probably a good thing.
Yes, that is a very good thing. You don't
that's
curse,
good.
do you? No, Mom, I don't know what cursing is. Gee, who would say bad words?
Oh, no.
Not Griff.
That's awesome. There is not a whole lot of news this week,
No,
and it's
there
very
really wasn't.
disappointing.
It's not disappointing. I mean, everybody needs a break. Come on. Even the people writing the articles went on holiday.
Whatever.
You are a slave driver.
I know, right? Work.
I know, right? Although I have to admit, as much as, we usually talk back and forth via text and everything all the time about what we're doing with this stuff, like, I don't think that you and I talked after Wednesday evening. Like, we just have been on radio silence until now.
Yeah, I think you sent a text to me, and I sent a text to you, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk to each
This is
other.
the longest we haven't talked to each other. Now we're here and we're like, I don't know what to say to you anymore.
He's like, I cuss a lot.
Yeah. Thank God. Okay, nobody's going to judge me. I didn't want to offend your grandmother.
Duct Tape and I have a very healthy relationship. Nice, Spunky. It'll keep you sane. It's all good.
Okay, since we're at the end of the year,
Okay.
and by next week's episode, we will be into next year.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking forward to next year as far as games go?
Division.
Is that all? Like, I know you're super pumped, door closing technology.
Door closing technology
Is that
is
it?
amazing. The Division, it looks like a fantastic game. I hope I'm scared because if everything else is broken, it's being sent out.
You're worried this is gonna because it's really ambitious too.
Yeah, it's extremely ambitious. I'm excited for the game. I'm not going to pre-order it because of that.
I'm also fired because I said offensive things. That's what Slynn said. So there we go. Anyway,
Slynn, you're fired too. Grammar Nazi. You're only fired for saying offensive beans.
Offensive beans?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Guess I'll be fired for beans.
Spunky fired himself. Oh, Lord. I think Division, the Mario Maker thing looks really cool. I like the idea behind it. I'm getting excited about the
I
next
want it
Zelda.
just so that I can make maps that you're going to hate and then give it to you.
Splatoon would be fun.
Is that definitely this year?
They're saying 2015. Now, if they can release the new Zelda game and Star Fox, why not?
Seriously, Nintendo would have a really busy year. Well, I mean, I guess that's just a handful of games plus all the offshoots. So...
my favorite Halo game. My favorite Halo game is going to be probably 2, which is the newest one that came out. Well,
the anniversary edition.
The anniversary edition that came out.
It's not the newest one.
Newest release, which is the anniversary edition. I always like the plot line of it. I like the anniversary version of it. I like how they changed and updated the cinematics. Gameplay wise, I just like the gameplay of it, and the multiplayer to me was the best multiplayer out of the group. Besides 1, which is when we're doing 1, we had LAN parties at the house, and we were cussing each other from different rooms and a bunch of other stuff, and it was new at the time. So I think Halo 2 would probably be mine, and yours is 3, right?
Yeah, Halo 3 is my favorite.
Yeah,
but not only was the game really good, it was the first Halo game I completed by myself, and I met Elite Chicken and Red Rings through.
Yeah, we wouldn't have known them if it hadn't been for Halo 3.
Thankfully, it was so great. So random.
So maybe that multiplayer was the best multiplayer because of the fact that we met them.
Yeah.
That's my all moment for the day. I better get an all. See? Halo 3, happiness.
Halo 3. And this Halo 3 and us meeting is why you should always be nice to your teammates. I didn't know these dudes. They came in as a party. It was Red Rings and Chicken and some other guy whose name I can't remember right now. But Chicken was... It's before party chat, so everybody was just hanging out and being jovial, I guess, as you sometimes do on Xbox Live. It was like, hey, the other dude on our team has a mic. And I was like, actually, I'm a chick. And now we're best friends. Or actually, now we're married. Yeah. And Red Rings is my best friend. Yes. So, see, you can make friends still on Xbox Live. They're not all douchebags. No. And probably PlayStation 2. I wouldn't say they're all douchebags. Mm-hmm. Judged by the tone of their voice. If they sound like a 13-year-old, probably avoid that.
Fusion, what systems do you currently have?
Red is a noob with explosives.
Now, Snitty obviously is a Sony person because of comments they were making.
Snitty's mostly Sony. Yep. Oliver's mostly Sony too.
Yeah, Oliver is.
Fall Tops, depending on what she wants to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's just a game lover.
Yeah. Mario, animatronic, Five Nights at Mario's. Wow, let's not destroy everybody's childhood.
Red is like a noob with explosives. Wow. Yeah, wow, Five Nights. No. I've just read what you just read. I was like, no.
Yeah. There goes your childhood. It's out the window. Like, no. If you imagine it for even a second, it's like, oh my god, I don't want to sleep tonight.
With the speed of Sonic.
No! Why would you do that? Actually, you could probably replace all of the... You could make Mario into Freddy, and you could make Sonic into Foxy, because Foxy's the fast one. Now we just need to replace Chica and Bonnie. Well, Bonnie would probably be Luigi.
Is that an Xbox 360 that you have, Snitty? Fusion has Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3, and PC.
Well, that sounds like me. We're besties now. Yay!
Kingdom Hearts 3 for life. There you go. Fusion with Xbox One. If you don't have the Master Chief Collection, I definitely recommend it because it's well worth playing. The updating of it is absolutely beautiful. Xbox 360. What's your favorite game on Xbox 360?
My favorite?
Yeah, what is your favorite? Oh, that's a good question. Everybody that owns an Xbox 360, what's your favorite game on an Xbox 360 that you can play over and over again?
I have several games that I can and do play over and over again.
I know that. What's your favorite? Because I know you love your Saints Row 4, you love your Assassin's Creed.
Bioshock.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
God, over and over and over again. I don't know. There's so many good ones. Probably, I guess the first Bioshock. I guess because you can explore a little, but it still gives you like a somewhat linear narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would be?
Vald's Dead Space. I knew that was coming. Sims Pets. I'm imagining what that
Sims
is.
3 Pets.
Yeah, Sims 3 Pets. Xbox 3 Go. Halo Wars is my favorite game. Halo Wars is a great game and very underrated. It's for people, of course, that like RTSs, which you're not a fan of.
No.
But I like strategy games, and that one's pretty awesome.
Doom 3. Oh my god, I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I know,
Spunky.
right?
I'm so
Spunky,
shocked.
Come on. It's Doom 3 on. That was the first time I'd ever played it. Was on that, but Spunky told me how everything was different between the one I was playing and on a PC versus the one I originally played, which was awesome. And he's got all the codes memorized for the lockers.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow. That's a lot of memorization.
Yeah, no kidding. Need to rebuy a PS3. I really like my PS3. It gets used a lot more than I thought it would.
I don't use my PS3 that often. Like, I know Chicken's playing Final Fantasy on it right now, and that's probably the first time it's been played since I finished The Last of Us this summer.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Okay, we've asked the question about 360. Now let's go back to last gen for Sony, which is PlayStation 3. Favorite game on PlayStation 3?
Last of Us.
Last of Us, right?
Yes. It was so good. Come on.
It really is. It's a really good game. But the Uncharted series, though, is really hard to beat for me, and you've only played the first one.
Yeah, I've only played the first one. And I want to play the rest of them. Nolan North. I mean, I can't not like it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta finish it. And I think I'm gonna stream Last of Us at some point after I finish Kingdom Hearts. I've already got my stuff playing. Me not being a planner, and I'm like, I've got this that I'm gonna stream, and this is gonna be a Let's Play.
She made a list. It's quite funny.
A list of things I haven't finished. I finished Last of Us.
If you count the programming / modding, spent 6,000 hours in Doom 3 in 4.5 years.
Damn. 6,000 hours in 4.5 years? How many? Let me do the math here.
Yeah, math is coming. Bear with her. She's not good at math. Ooh, Jak and Daxter HD collection for the PS3. Beyond Two Souls, favorite PS game.
I'm trying to find out how many days it is.
There's two going. Kingdom Hearts 1.5, which I just started, which you're a big Kingdom Hearts person. Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was really good. Last of Us, Final Fantasy 10 HD. Haven't played much PS3 games. BioShock series and Saints Row 3 and 4. Those are good choices too as well, Vol. Tekken Tag Tournament 2 for PlayStation 3. That one's good. All right, here's a question for those that have played Saints Row 3 and 4. 3
it's like
or
4
4?
hours a day. That's not bad.
3 or 4?
Not
counting DLCs or anything like that. Just as
DLCs.
The actual games. You went out and bought the game. If you're recommending 3 or 4, people, let's say they already knew what the plot line was for both. Okay, I was going to say,
if you know what the plot line
is.
They
know what the plot line is for both, but gameplay-wise, they've never played the game themselves. 4.
Yeah. 4.
4.
But I'm a little biased though because 4 lets you interact with the characters a lot more on like your own basis, plus it's individual interaction, and you get to interact with Matt, who is one of my favorites in the series, which you don't get to do a whole lot of in 3.
So far, because I'm only like halfway through 4. Isn't that right?
Angry
or is it
face at
more?
you.
Or is it 3/4 away from 4? I don't know. I'm pretty.
Where are you at?
I don't remember.
Okay, see, I could tell you if you knew.
Yeah.
That's one of those games that I know very well.
Yeah. I would say 4 for superpowers.
Yeah, like the running up the buildings thing. Okay, to be fair, for me, part of it is like something that wouldn't apply to everybody else. It's because you don't have to drive as much.
But now, I will have to say, Saints Row 3 was the first Saints Row I'd played, and it got me at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like that whole bank robbery thing
going
on at the beginning. I was like, what? And then
the bank robbery
plane part.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Right at the beginning where you deal with Philippe Lorien for the first time and you do through all of the plane jumping and everything. I was sold on it. I was like, I don't even care what the rest of the game is like. And then every time you got done with a chapter, it's like, oh my god, this is getting so crazy.
Spunky's was Ratchet and Clank HD Collection and Jak and Daxter HD as well.
I have not played a Jak and Daxter game.
Oh, you'd love Jak and Daxter. Jak and Daxter was great. Did you ever play... now I can't even think of the name of it. Crash Bandicoot.
Yes. I had actually Crash Bandicoot was one of the first games that I played on my PS1.
I loved it. It was great. If you want, you can play Payday 2 to rob banks. Yeah, if you wanted to.
PM. What's PM? What are we talking about? I want to stream PM at some point. Paper Mario. Oh, okay. Derp.
Yep.
Sorry, I had to scroll back up.
Yep.
Or read back up.
Yes, Paper Mario. We knew yours was Paper Mario. Okay, so that's game of all times, Paper Mario, because that is only on Nintendo. So since he is talking about his favorite game of all time, and we've already
Why do you
discussed,
ask me these things?
we've already discussed our favorite game of all time once before on the show. What is your favorite game of all time?
And now we wait.
Yep.
Which, by the way, there are rumors that we will have Kingdom Hearts 3 next year.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
Oh.
I figured it was going to be one of those Half-Life 3 things.
No, that's
where
why
it's
you're
like-
getting 1.5 and 2.5.
So everybody
Those.
can get caught up.
Mhm.
Okay, I see. Good. Good plan.
Yep.
Good plan. Does Sony own them? No, that's Square Enix.
Rockstar needs to step it up. Someone asked, what was your favorite game on 64? Oh, okay, we didn't see that. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Slim asked that question. What is your favorite game on 64? I can answer that question easy for me. That was Mario 64.
I did not get to play game consoles back in the day when they were new and everything, so the
Mm-hmm.
only thing I've ever played on 64 is Mario Kart and Smash Brothers. Probably
all
Smash
time. Why such a hard question? Look, we escalated to that point. You should have already had in your head what you're going to do at that particular point.
It's a very hard question to like pinpoint, especially if you're one of those people like most of us in chat are right now. who
Fusion
play a
says
lot.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Snitty says Ocarina of Time.
Wow.
Zelda
really?
game.
See, most people are like, I love
Spunky.
Ocarina, but then the Water Temple, no.
GoldenEye. I totally forgot about. Yeah, I might have to go to GoldenEye. Yeah, I'm going GoldenEye. Good choice, Spunky. I'm switching over.
Did I get Skyrim? I think I got Skyrim on the Steam sale. I guess I'll find out how much I like Skyrim shortly. Like, when I say shortly, I mean in the next few months, because I gotta have time to play it. But I will find out at some point what I think of Skyrim.
Donkey Kong 64. You don't hear that very often. That's interesting, Wolf.
I'm trying to think if
It's a good choice, though.
I think I've only played one Donkey Kong game, and I have no idea which one it was. Although,
Snitty says Skyrim from all time for him as well. Banjo-Kazooie was also very good.
I
Yes.
did not get into Banjo-Kazooie, but I only had the one for 360. It came with a bundle, I think. So apparently that was not the best example of a Banjo-Kazooie game. Was it? Anybody hate that one? Anybody love that one? I don't know. I tried it. It was kind of
I think it's
Didn't make it very far.
I'm not really sure. Spunky. Favorite game of all time, Dead Space, of course. Yes.
Yeah,
We are very much
Vault.
aware of Vault.
Although, Vault is now playing WoW, so that Dead Space might get edged out shortly.
I know, right?
It might only be another couple of months before she's like, well, you know, I like Dead Space and all, but...
Bastion. That's a good choice. It's the same people that made Transistor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's definitely more you.
Yeah. That's a good game.
Dead Space...
Banjo Tooie guy. Okay. Dead Space was amazing. Dead Space.
I don't know if I ever finished the Dead Space game.
Well, you all saw my stream of Dead Space, which lasted like for 2 hours, and I had to stop or something like that.
Did it crash, or did you just not
Yeah,
like it?
I just didn't like it.
Oh.
And it's like what it was is it was giving me a headache because of the camera position behind the
Oh.
character.
Can you not switch it from shoulder to shoulder?
You might be able to, but it's just the way that because you're inside of a ship, there's not a lot of height.
Oh, I see what your problem is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and
Yeah.
it's like I liked everything else that was going on with the game. I just didn't like that part.
I understand the camera position thing. I
You
struggled
ever had a
with that.
Nintendo 64? After Atari and Famicom, we skipped a lot of consoles until the PS1.
I got a PS1. My parents
So what's your
got it
favorite
for me
game,
for Christmas when
Oliver,
I was in
of all time?
college.
Since you've had, you've had Atari, Famicom, and then also a PS1. So, fave, Skyrim, Mass Effect 3, good choice, and Final Fantasy X HD.
I never played any of the Mass Effect games, but we talked about that last week. I'll have to...
Yeah. You need to get into those. I think you'll end up getting into them.
My parents were against gaming consoles because video games and violence, essentially. So they got me a PS1 when I was in college, which was basically at the end of the PS2 life cycle. Yay, my parents.
Parents were against game consoles because of school. Wow. Well, now you get to catch up.
Yeah, there's a
That's
lot of
the best
catching
part
up
about
to
it. You
do.
get to
That's
catch
one of the downsides, though, is like I'm still so far behind that I'm trying to catch up to what everybody else has played, and that's partly why I'm running a little behind, is because I'm still trying to get there. Should have kept up with everybody else
Mass
as we
Effect
went.
is also life. Consoles keep you from doing your homework.
They don't always.
They can.
Responsibility,
You know,
guys.
I'll tell you all a story, which I might have said this on the show before, but for those of you that have never heard it before, I was, to tell you how my brain works, my dad walked in when I was I guess I was 13, 14 years old. I might have been younger. I don't know. 13 years old, we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
He walks into the room. I'm playing Super Mario Brothers, listening to a Morse code tape because my dad was trying to get me to get my ham radio operator license, and had a math book opened, and I was studying both the Morse code and that while playing Super Mario Brothers, all at the same time. Dad walks in, didn't believe any of it, asked me a problem in the math book. I answered the question, and then because my dad was good at Morse code, he asked me a question in Morse code, and I answered him back.
Wow.
While I was playing. Now, I have to focus on whoever's talking to me because I can't. Everything else that's going on is crazy.
Yeah, if you don't write things down, I know how you are. It's okay, I do that too if I don't write it down. Crisis multiplayer.
Oh, we got an order here. Doom series, Quake series, Final Fantasy X HD, Halo, and Crisis. Crisis is a really good game. I really enjoyed Crisis. I'm about halfway through Crisis 2 and haven't finished it yet because I didn't enjoy it as much. So, it's just hard for me to pick back up.
I didn't do any of the Crisis. I think Chicken played Crisis 2 and maybe Crisis 3. Was there a third one? I think there was. Okay.
Yeah, there's a third one.
And he said they were really good, and I'm interested in playing them. It's just, again, finding time to squeeze them in amongst everything else.
That's why we have this. You can
Okay,
just continue
well,
on.
since they were talking about series, what are some of your favorite series? Like, as a whole,
Halo, of course.
right?
Uncharted. BioShock. I would have said Assassin's Creed up until recently.
You don't have to count Unity or Rogue.
Yeah. Does Mario count as a series?
I don't know how to do Mario because there's like
Because
Mario
the
Brothers,
princess-
Paper Mario,
well,
the Mario Kart.
The princess always gets captured and always gets taken by Bowser,
Yeah.
and you're always fighting against Bowser and whoever else.
So are you
right?
worried that it doesn't count because it's the same?
Yeah, I don't know if that really counts as a series. I don't feel like it's a sequel, right? It's just the same thing, just different
Different levels.
levels. I mean,
How do you guys feel about that? Is Mario a series?
yeah.
Like Super Mario Brothers? I
Now
guess?
Mario Kart technically is a series because they add stuff to each one. So I would say
Different
Mario.
tracks though. Still the same thing. You're still driving, right?
Well, that's true.
Same theory.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you could probably argue
Mario is
that
a franchise,
to a
I
nuanced
imagine, not much of a series.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put that. So are you talking franchises or series?
series.
Series only. Okay. I think that pretty much does it for those. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of series that I said. Well, Mass Effect. Gotta put Mass Effect in there.
Okay.
So
I need to try Mass Effect. Fine, I will try Mass Effect. It's on my list. It probably won't be gotten into until like May, but it's on the list.
thanks, Fresh Bro, for coming in with your wonderful, wonderful attitude. We appreciate it.
Yay.
Um,
I didn't even notice. Oh well. But yeah, I would say Mario's more of a franchise. I would agree with that. Mario's a franchise, not a series. But you could probably nuance that down to every game. Because
I would
really,
agree with that.
Assassin's Creed, I guess you're getting a different story in Assassin's Creed, but the game mechanics are always the same. Right? Same thing with just about everything.
Yeah. Say it once. Fine. Say it twice. Gone.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about now. That's cool. We're usually pretty laid back, but don't be a dick.
Yep.
We don't really like people that are dicks. But who does? I mean, really? Come on.
Yep.
I could play the BioShock series over and over again. But you knew that. I think all of the ones that I really love you already know and hear plenty about.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody really loves Mass Effect. Fine, okay, I get it. It's great.
Yes, it is.
What does World of Warcraft count as? Franchise?
And also, the list better include Toy Soldiers Rogue Train.
He really wants you to play that, man.
I know.
You gotta do it. I think it was like $1.99 on the Steam sale.
Spunky's like, I'm just a dick back. He's like,
Usually outdick the dicks.
Interesting.
I just ignore people. We were talking about that earlier too, because Oliver got his first experience with being bullied in a game this week.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, we were talking about how we all deal with that while you were gone. And different things like that. I just ignore people. Like, when they're bitches to me, it's like, fuck that. I don't got time for you.
Yeah. My thing is on it this way: be nice to everybody. It's not a hard concept. You show up into this. You want to come in and troll somebody, that's fine. You're gonna get kicked out. That's just the way it is, because it's a lot easier just to be nice. Now, if you want to apologize because you thought you were joking or whatever, fine. We'll talk about it and go from there.
Well, the problem is I know you were like, trolling's okay every now and then, but the problem is we've run into this generation where everybody's like, I'm going to go into this game and troll because I'll be the only one doing it. And everybody's doing it. And so it's just one big troll circle jerk. It's like, oh my God, guys. Oh, you're so original. You're so funny.
Oh, Lord.
Same thing with hackers, though. Like the hacking thing that we were talking about earlier. It's just, I'm so witty and clever and I'm the only one that's doing this. No, you're not. Shut up.
Wolf Demon, I'm going to actually disagree with you saying Call of Duty is the same old thing. I guess if you said that, then you could say that about all shooters. The whole thing is like with Call of Duty, like especially Advanced Warfare, the mechanics are a little bit different than are on there. They're adding stuff to it. Now a lot of their stuff, because they are doing a game every single year, is very the same and similar. And I would have to say that, like, if you started off with the World War II Call of Duties and then they went into the Modern Warfare and went on according to that, it's changed. It's different. And they do change some of the aspect of that. So, but my recommendation is, if you don't like Call of Duty, don't play Call of Duty. But
well, that's the same with any game. If you don't like it, don't play it.
Yeah,
nobody's twisting your arm.
But my recommendation is just try to play one and go through and say, okay, I don't like this at all. But Halo really hasn't changed much. In all, it's the storyline that pushes you through that. And the problem is you got a lot of people that buy Call of Duty not for the story, never even played the campaign. They just go in for the multiplayer.
Chicken said that he felt like Advanced Warfare should have been the game right after Modern Warfare. I could see that. That would be a natural progression to jump from Modern into Future. Mm-hmm. So that would have been good. And to be fair, then you could have cut out some of the ones that nobody really liked. Mm-hmm. Like the Ghost sequel.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, Black Ops came in that group, and people liked that. But did people like it because it was decent, or because it had zombies?
Call of Duty was a series. It's not a franchise. Oh, well, it's now a franchise since 3 companies are working on 3 different versions of the same game. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Because I think what you have to do is you have to look at it as Ghost as a series, Black Ops as a series, Advanced Warfare will be a series. And then, every 3 years you're going to have a rotation of one of those. And I actually liked Ghost. So,
but did you like the sequel? The first one everybody seemed to be okay with.
There is no.
Is there not? Which one is the sequel that nobody likes?
Black Ops and Black Ops 2.
But
Black Ops 2 was the multiplayer everybody liked.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just knew there was one of the sequels and everybody's like, "Oh my god, this is garbage."
Well, people didn't like Ghost.
It's like,
but they didn't like the multiplayer in Ghost compared to Black Ops 2.
Why was it any different? I mean, why? I don't know. It doesn't. Sometimes it's weird that they're all
Resident
being made
Evil
by...
is his favorite series.
Well,
Chickens.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
But it's weird that it's made by a bunch of different companies, but they're all the same game title. They just have different subtitles. It gets confusing.
I guess my suggestion on that one, Wolf, you're talking about the fact that people are... you don't like COD because of the fact that people complain and whine when they die. They do that in all games.
Yeah, they do now.
Yeah.
That's just everything.
It's all of it. Not a big deal. Silent Hill's a good series. Yes, it is, Spunky. I would agree with that.
I want another Silent Hill game, and I know they're doing Silent Hills, which is the game that eventually
Ghost was
PT
trash.
will be
Did you
from.
play through the campaign, Snitty, or are you talking about the other part of it? Because I enjoyed it. I actually liked the plot line. Mechanics were a little off, but I like the rest of it. Play them anyway. See, the story I was actually want to see was Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare is good.
I'm kind of hoping that we do hear more about the new Silent Hill. I know you did you ever get out of PT? Did you ever finish that?
Out of PT?
Yeah, like
yeah.
out the
Okay,
door,
here's the deal.
Out the front door. Or
all right, you got the whole ending of PT, and you got to set it up and do all the different stuff or whatever. It locks you in that place, so every time you start, you can't restart that level. At least I've not found a way to restart that level and start back over because I wanted to have a friend go through it and just mess with it.
Yeah.
So I'm locked in that part where I can't get through. It's weird.
That is weird. So it does it not reset what you've already done if you walk back through the door? Like, do the loop again, I guess?
It resets that part, but it doesn't reset from the beginning of the game.
Oh, so basically you just have to mess with it enough to get all of the ridiculous amount of steps down.
You have to beat the game before you can restart the game.
Okay, so you just need to do all of the ridiculous hoop jumping in order to... I really hope the whole game's not like that.
If anyone speaks bad about Modern Warfare 3 survival mode, they will be fired and be refused drinking whiskey, also baking, including cookies and cake. I will tell you this, Sland, I have never played Modern Warfare 3. I've played 1 and 2. 3, well, I want to say I haven't played it. I played like the first level of 3 at a friend's house, and that was about it.
I played the First
Never
Modern
owned it.
Warfare.
Is a better way to put it.
Yeah, that's the only one I played was the first one.
So,
And I got mad because I got locked out of the dog tags achievement.
but now
somehow.
Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite out of the Modern Warfare series. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun and innovative.
You know, one of the things we talked about last week was that Microsoft wants Halo to go on for 30 years, and a lot of companies want their franchises to live forever. What franchise do you want to have an extended life? Like, what series of games could you see having one every few years for, like, indefinitely? 30 years feels like indefinitely.
You say
when
one
you're talking about
every
series.
few years, you said?
Yeah,
Not every year.
People are going to want to do every year because annualization is just the hot new thing to do right now, but I would say for quality reasons, every few years. What game would you want to see a new one of every few years? You guys too.
Well, I mean, like, I guess the easy one would say, like, a new Mario Kart, because that way they don't have to...
But
the
they're probably
plotline
gonna-
was not in there, right?
Snitty said Final Fantasy will live forever.
Will live forever.
Which is not, I mean, that is probably not far from the truth because we are looking at getting a new one. They just did the trailer. Oh, and by the way, that trailer that they showed off is now in English as well. So you can watch it now.
Woo!
Watch it and know what's going on, I guess,
Yes.
rather.
I would have to say, of the series that are out there, Halo, I can't see lasting that long.
They sure think it can.
Yeah, 30 years. I really like the Uncharted series, but eventually you got to get rid of Nathan Drake.
Yeah,
Now, you
it's
can
gotta
start
go
with
to-
his kid or something because
Yeah.
he is
You could
he's
time
married in
jump
the new
to...
one.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
Yeah, you can do that. Doom.
Yeah, but Doom you're supposed to get a new one of because you got the Doom beta voucher when you bought Wolfenstein.
Yeah, I got a beta voucher for Wolfenstein and still haven't seen it.
Doom 3, or yeah, Doom whatever we're on. 4? What do we be at? 4?
4.
Okay, so Doom 4 is supposed to happen at some point. Is beta, right?
I guess technically Doom has lived for 21 years. That's true, but we hadn't had one in 10. So...
Theoretically, there'll be one soon. Theoretically.
Yeah, I know, but it could be... It's been 21 years since
So
the
what if
first
they
one.
just did that? What if the Wolfenstein people just told you we're going to get the Doom beta to sell copies?
Well, here's the thing, too,
Marketing.
Snitty, is they're wanting Destiny to be a 10-year game, but they've already announced the sequel. So it's like, what is Activision thinking? You know, doing it that way.
Annualization?
You know, it's just titled Doom, and it's a reboot.
It's
It
a
is
reboot? Really?
That's
oh,
fine.
but but that's a little disappointing.
Well, but I mean, if you think about the original,
Okay, when we
like
say
for me
reboot,
and
are we
Spunky,
getting...
the original actually sitting back and playing the original is fun and entertaining or whatever. But for a new generation, you need to reboot in order to go back through because it's been 10 years since 3 was released. So it's not
So
a
are
bad
you trying
idea.
to rekindle the love for the franchise with new people?
But I mean, look what they did with Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein's a really good game. And you've got a lot of people that jumped on board on it. So now if they have a sequel to it, it's fine. And it could be, be somebody like Spunky that loves the franchise might actually
And we'll play it
have other people
forever.
that love it. But it's supposed to be a lot more action-packed like the original and a lot more gory. See?
Blood and guts? Okay, I mean, I guess that's cool.
See?
But you're shooting aliens in that one, right? Or is it people?
They're spawns of hell.
Oh, okay, so demon things.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Just making sure I understood.
Spunky will probably tell you the exact names for every
They're
single one
called
of them.
this, they work like this is where they come from, this is where the
Yes.
reproductive cycle works, so we can continue to have a bajillion of them.
Yes.
I get it.
Demons. He's calling them demons.
Demons. I would like to see a BioShock series forever because I think they could do it with the way they set up Infinite, where it's like, oh, all of these bajillion universes, it's completely infinite. Let's see that. I want to explore more BioShock universes as long as they all get to be steampunk.
Yes.
Somewhat steampunk. I guess it wouldn't be straight up steampunk, but I would play that. We know we're going to see Assassin's Creed forever.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think we're going to see it forever. I think they're going to kill the franchise and continue on the way they are.
I think this year's game, this coming year's game, will be the deciding factor on whether or not it stays annualized and whether or not they continue with it. Because if it doesn't sell well, what are you going to do? Continue to lose money on a game that's not working for you? It's Ubisoft.
No,
and
they'll have to drop it because those games are so expensive to make because they're making those AAAs or whatever. But
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it's
the best way to
huge.
do it right now, they're using like 3 different divisions to make one game, and you saw what happened.
Ubisoft really needs to go to their fans, like, not go to their own website where people are talking on their forums, but go to other websites where people have Assassin's Creed forums, like Reddit and things like that, and see what people want and what people didn't like about it. And stop giving us so much saturation on the map of shit that we don't care about. and give us what we do want. That's the only way you're going to save the series and something like that.
They're talking about the DMC, so Devil May Cry
Oh, don't talk to me about
remake, right?
that was not Dante. Don't talk to me about him.
Spunky says that he enjoyed it for what it was, but he really liked DMC 4.
Which is cool because
And
it's getting
Snitty liked DMC. So, they're getting an HD version of DMC
a 4 and DMC
for
the next gen consoles next year. I think it's supposed to be summer.
So, okay, well, that's another question to ask to ask everybody. What do you think about? Because evidently this is going to be a reoccurring thing. Taking old games, HDing, and then putting on the new generation when they were just on the last generation.
I'm actually a little surprised it took us this long to think about that.
Yeah.
Like, why it took the gaming industry this long to go, you know what? I bet we can make money off of a game that we released 10 years ago.
Yeah, well, and I think that it's smart marketing on their part.
It is, and I guess it does give new people a chance to play games that maybe they wouldn't have had access to before. It's like, oh, I never had that console, or I'm too young and didn't know anything about that when I was a baby or whatever. So I guess it does bring in new people as well to kind of generate more interest, so you can do things like reboots and then sequels to the reboots that you didn't have before.
Right.
Snitty asked if I played the BioShock Infinite DLC. Yes, I played all of it. It finishes the series, but it also leaves the door open for anything else that you want to do, because there's an infinite amount of universes, and that's only one of the possibilities.
Right.
So, it was intense DLC, though.
Yeah, you cried, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now.
It was a little tragic.
Yeah, because you did that.
Oh my god.
But I think, the thing is like when they're doing a lot of these HD remakes, like GTA 5 looks fantastic. It was a good-looking game anyway on last gen, but everything they're showing on it now looks great, which, I haven't played it either way, but...
you should!
I should wait on PC. That way I'll get it next June.
Yeah, I know, right? Why is it that we're getting a next-gen... We've got the next-gen version of GTA 5, but we still haven't gotten the PC version that was supposed to come out when last gen's version came out.
I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Rockstar, what are you doing with your resources?
I don't know.
Polishing it for next gen?
Now, Halo 2, the anniversary edition of Halo 2 looks fantastic. And then they HD versioned the Halo 3 and Halo 4, and they did a really good job on those as well.
Remastering is a thing that people are going to do no matter what.
Because they're taking the time to make it a proper PC port. There you go. That's exactly what they stated. But games like DMC and The Last of Us, sorry, but it seems weird to make it into remastered version with small modifications that don't mean much. I think you got a lot of people that switched over from Xbox 360 to PS4 because they weren't interested in the Xbox One. And because of misinformation going around about the way that it originally was supposed to be, and a lot of that changed before the consoles came out, and so they weren't interested in the systems. So I'm okay with like The Last of Us being done that way.
I kind of feel like they could have waited a little while though.
Yeah, they probably could have. They probably could have
think it
waited
needed to
until
be.
this coming year, 2015, to do it and announce it. And it's probably still been effective, but I think they were just trying to sell consoles, to be honest.
Yes, I could see that.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't get
Because they knew
serious.
eventually Xbox was going to have to change their model.
Yeah, which
and their
they
strategy,
did,
and they did, and they're cheaper and everything else. So
And people are starting to buy them because
if it's a legit HD remake, that would be cool, but it's a port. That depends on the title.
See, I don't like the idea of ports, like straight up ports, like the Final Fantasy VII that everybody was talking about from the PlayStation experience. I think it's dumb to give me, don't give me Final Fantasy VII in its original format and version without there being an option like with Halo where you go back and forth between old version, new version. I don't want just a port of a billion-year-old game.
And Chicken brought up a really good point, which is with the HD remaster was a good idea for Final Fantasy X because it was 13 years old. And it could use the remake, and it's such a, and as Spunky said, it's such a fan favorite. So I understand that part of it. I think that there's a lot of stuff that we can do that way. I mean, if you took a game,
I wouldn't be surprised if Rockstar started with GTA.
They could do that with SOCOM, and I would be so happy just do an HD version of original SOCOM and SOCOM 2.
I know.
Great.
If I could make that happen for you, I would, but I can't. You just keep on telling me about it.
But HD versions, I think updating. It's not unusual. I mean, you think about the movie industry. Movie industry does it all the time. Because what they'll do is, all right, we had VHS, right? So we went from the original movie to VHS. From VHS, we went to DVD.
Right.
From DVD, we went to HDing stuff
into and then VHS.
Well, that is true. Beta was first, and it was actually the better format. The DVD, then you went to Blu-ray and HD DVD in case you wanted to throw that one in there.
Right.
We'll throw that in
Yeah.
there. Again,
Let's
HD
be
DVD
thorough.
was the better
Let's
format.
be thorough.
It just wasn't the larger of the formats, but it was the better format. The HD DVD and Blu-ray, which created a lot of remastered of movies and things like that. And of course, you got your digital copies now that are all HD when they're coming out.
Right.
And HD is such a big thing now. It just makes sense with the way our televisions are designed and everything else to HD some of these games. Now, it needs to be, one, it needs to be a popular game. Mm-hmm. Two, it needs to be 5 years or older.
Yeah, I think it needs to be a game that you know you're going to
Yeah.
make money on and has had some distance between its last release.
Yeah. It needs to be over 5 years if you're going to end up doing it. When did Devil May Cry 4 come out? Because that's,
2009 maybe?
Okay, so we would be past that mark. And we know it was last gen, so that's good.
Yeah.
You don't need to do one inside its own generation.
No, I don't think you ever need to do a remaster within its own generation, because why did you fuck it up the first time?
Well, they didn't necessarily fuck
2008.
it up.
It was January 2008 for Devil May Cry 4. So it's time for that one.
Okay, so they could do that one and it would be okay. And I think that to answer your question about that, if you have, when you've got that generation bridge, like when they went from Xbox to Xbox 360,
Right.
they don't understand the technology completely yet when the Xbox 360 comes out compared to the end. So if you look at the games at the very beginning of when
gonna
Xbox
look a lot
360 and PS3 started versus the ones that were at the end, because I mean, look at Call of Duty 2 and look at Last of Us.
Yeah.
They look like two totally different generations.
Yeah. So it's a tricky situation that we're getting ourselves into in the industry where it's like, we want to remake things because they'll make money and people like them and people appreciate these games, but we don't want to start doing it just for remakes. Yeah, we were
I love it. The fact that Spunky kind of knew when it was, but it was in January of 2008,
yeah, you
so
were
it confused
close.
him.
Yeah, it was like right at the end of 2000. They probably announced it and like had all of the hype for it in 2007, and then it came out in 2008. So it was right there, right at the beginning. You're fine. You got it. No big deal.
Well, and so they got the HD versions of that coming out, so that's pretty awesome.
If you could have an HD version of just one game, and they would make it for you right now, what would you ask for?
Ooh.
And what
Well,
console
I
would you
already
put
answered
it on
that.
if
What are
it
you talking
wasn't?
about? SOCOM 2.
SOCOM, yeah, okay, fine.
I
SOCOM.
already answered that.
Why is that always your... Oh,
Because
drive me
I
nuts.
love... Well, SOCOM 2 specifically is my favorite. But SOCOM 1 is...
Okay, well, what
and
about-
I could add that in my series, the SOCOM series.
Yep.
See? Actually, just technically the first two, but...
I know Spunky would ask for an HD of Doom, which is, I guess, sort of kind of what he's getting.
He just builds his own HD versions of Doom
That's
3.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I don't...
You know what? You put off your HD Doom 3 until you've made our hobos on a train.
Yes, you got to make hobos on a train.
Yeah, they're doing a Resident Evil reboot for the HD. Well, it's not a reboot, it's an HD. And it is going to look fantastic. Chicken's right about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about that one because I have not played it, and it looks really, really good.
Yeah, what free game I like on PS4? Warframe. Free game, yes. Warframe is a very good free game. I would agree with that. I've only played... The only thing I don't like about it is every time I try to log into it, it takes like an hour to log into it because it has to update. It's just annoying. They already made... Well, you got the BFG
Yeah,
edition,
I
which
guess
is the
that's
HD
touche,
remaster.
Spunky.
I have mods for Doom 3 anyway to update graphics. Bruh.
Spunky's got everything. Shadow Hearts. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
What is that?
I never played it. I know what she's talking about because it's. I looked it up because I wanted to. You've requested it, haven't you?
Maybe.
For us to play it.
Is it? It looks.
It's a PS2 game, yeah.
It looks like Final Fantasy and Silent Hill mixed together. Although their hair is not crazy enough to be Final Fantasy for sure. What is it about? Let's see. I don't need to know that. I just need to know. I need you to tell me. Oh, the plot. There we go. Why is that section number 3 so far down?
Because
Tell me what it is.
they don't want spoilers up at the top. Are you good?
An alternate reality of 1913. Oh wow. Okay.
You had her then. Woohoo!
Trans-Siberian
From
Railroad.
PlayStation 2.
So we're rescuing somebody?
They actually did an HD remake for PS3, or maybe it was just a PS3 port. But I thought it said HD version on it, but I could be wrong. But it just looked like a PS3 port, to be honest.
Oh. Well. I will have to look into that, Vold. I will check on your game because you and I have similar tastes, and I would like to know what that is all about.
Now you asked me earlier what I was looking forward to in the next year.
Yes.
What is you looking forward?
What
to?
is you looking forward
What
to?
what you be looking for in the next year?
Scalebound. That is like my biggest thing that I really want to know about is Scalebound, and I was all hyped up for Order, but now I'm kind of meh about it. And I'm interested to know. I will not be buying it on launch day, but I'm interested to know how this year's Assassin's Creed will do, because it's got to be good or else it's over, right? Mm-hmm. So I want to know, but I don't want to play it. I don't want to first day it. That's for sure.
How about everybody else that's currently in the chat? What are you looking forward to for 2015? That as of right now is supposed to be released in 2015.
And Last Guardian. Is that it? Last Guardian. What's the one that they talk about all the time for Sony?
Last Guardian.
So I was right.
It's not supposed to be released in 2015. It's supposed to have been
I'm
released in
looking
2003.
forward to news. It better be at E3.
It's supposed to be released like in 2003.
Okay,
No.
so the group of games that is becoming as prolific as Half-Life 3 is growing far too rapidly.
I don't know if I would say that.
I would. Here's this game that was really awesome, and we're going to give you a sequel to it. Maybe. One day.
Dragon Ball Z, Xenoverse. That's all I can think of right now.
The Dragon Ball Z games any good? They must be, I guess, if Spunky likes them. He likes pretty good games.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15.
Is that releasing this year, though?
Yeah,
thought
has
that
it been
was too
announced for that
soon.
one? Now, I'm assuming that Oliver is dittoing the Final Fantasy 15 one.
Oh, Arkham Knight. Yep, that's a good one.
That's a very good one, Wolf. Order 1886. Still want it. You know, I'm probably going to end up getting it, Vald. Especially
rent
since it's coming out near my birthday, and then on top of that, Witcher got moved to May, so I don't have to worry about that money. The Division 2, Oliver says that one, yeah. Witcher 3 looks good. Yeah, it looks real good.
Oh my god, scroll. I just want to know if you have a release date, aside from their crazy hair. I don't need to know about their hair. I already know it's fantastic.
You want their crazy, fantastic hair? You got the crazy, fantastic hair.
I just want to know their hair secrets. That's
Witcher
all.
3 looks great too. Definitely looking forward to
Oh, you know,
that.
I forgot Witcher 3 as much as we've been talking about it. I don't see a release date
I just said
for
it
Final
like 3
Fantasy.
times in this whole conversation.
Well, no, I meant I forgot about it before we got to this point.
Oh, okay,
When you were
gotcha.
talking about initially about games we were looking forward to.
Yeah. Should be.
I need to know.
It's frustrating you?
Yes, because they have release dates for the Type 0 HD,
Right.
which will let you into the beta for 15, but they don't have a release date for 15.
Nice.
So I don't think it'll be this year. Although I do imagine we'll see more about it at E3. I'm really excited about this year's E3 because I need new stuff.
Yes.
Mortal
couldn't get
Kombat
into-
X? Oh, I forgot. Mortal Kombat.
That's what you want? Mortal Kombat?
I do want that.
That's a good game.
I want to be able to see
you like
everybody's
Mortal
spine
Kombat.
snap when I strike them. It's going to be great.
Death.
I need to see this in X-rays.
Death. Destruction. That's Griff for you. That's exactly how she flies.
Death, destruction, no driving, though. And don't ask me to memorize things without a map.
Oh. All right, I think that about does it for this evening. I do appreciate everybody that has been hanging out with us in the chat. This is different.
This is different. Maybe next time we do this, we'll have actual more things to talk about than just us meandering.
It's a wee bit different. I'm interested to see where we go from here for sure.
Your McAfee's trying to update
Why is McAfee trying to update?
because it hates you. Oh no, it's scanning. Well, that's not going to lag the stream at all.
Yeah, close that right there. Thank you. That's crazy.
Slyn wants to know when you're going to play Toy Soldiers.
I will find out soon. Killing Floor 2. Hey, that's a good choice too. Mm-hmm. But we do appreciate everybody hanging out. Everybody I think that has currently been talking does follow us. We appreciate you celebrating a year with us. And we look forward to many more years, at least something. At least a couple more months.
Right?
And don't forget, we are going to pretty soon have a website up and running that'll have a bunch of links, conversations. We're working on some stuff.
What's the schedule for this week?
Chicken supposedly on Tuesday, starting or
He's gonna
finishing
finish.
Final Fantasy.
Yes, and when he does finish that, I'll start Kingdom Hearts. Although Wednesday I cannot stream because I will have somebody over.
Oh, that's fine.
So I don't know if we will have a stream on Wednesday, and I don't think we will on Thursday because that's usually Red and he will not be here.
Yeah, interactive podcast is a little different, Vol.
Yeah,
I
it was
appreciate
very weird and different and new.
Mm-hmm.
We could streamline this. We'll make it better next time.
Everybody that's listening, as usual, make sure that you check us out on Twitter at InfiniteResPC. Check me out personally at MDB Oaktree. You can check out Griff.
At Griff Slineham.
You, of course, can always check us out on Steam at Infinite Respawn PC or IR Gaming. Or you can check out, if you feel froggy and you want to email us, then put Infinite
Froggy.
Infinite Respawn PC at gmail.com. And we're on Facebook and YouTube. That's the important one. Again, Infinite Respawn PC. And find us there as well. And so Oak's streaming this week, right? Maybe Snitty. We'll see. But we appreciate everybody hanging out with us. As always, I am Oak Tree.
I'm Griff.
See ya.
Later.
Hey, we're still on.
Yes.
It won't work. It's not going in.
You broke it.